Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here. Welcome to another day. It's Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. Welcome to
Hey
July
everybody, how you
22.
doing? It's Bruce here. Welcome.
Getting ready for another action-packed day, I think. Things are looking pretty good. No complaints here about how the market has been going. I'm trying to get my big ass iPad to work, and Siri wants to talk to me. Here we go. We finally got it. Yeah, welcome. We're up on the pre-market. Nothing incredible, but there are things happening elsewhere you need to know about, and this is going to affect or possibly affect the whole picture. And then we have individual stories going on. So there's lots going on in many directions. And as usual, I will attempt to explain to you in plain English what the heck is going on, so that we can stay on top of these crazy changes in markets. Um, First of all, the Dow is showing a gain of 26 points in the pre-market. Nothing crazy. But the good news, it isn't negative. Like we don't have a 400-point pre-market sell-off because there's no bad news to sell into. That's good news. The recovery we've had in the stock market Tuesday, Wednesday is holding, and looks like it's going to continue. S&P is up 4 points. NASDAQ is up 26. So all three indexes are higher. Fine. That's okay with me. Crude is up 47 cents a barrel to 70.77. Sounds great, but it is $6 off its high from last week. And drawdowns weren't as much as expected. And so Americans are not using as much fuel as people thought they were going to use. And I just think that this is going to have a continued effect on the price of oil. I don't buy into the $90-$95 barrel story. I just don't. There's too much of it around. But I'll tell you, any refinery problems, any refinery fires, any supply disruptions on pipelines, any kind of glitch somewhere, and oil will pop $5-10 a barrel. So it's a powder keg. It can happen. But on the other hand, there's a glut of oil out there. The problem for it, in some cases, it just can't get to market. That's part of the problem right now that's going on. In the continuing saga of how Canadians screw themselves over, um, just read last night. There was a proposal. This has been going on for I don't know how many years, at least a decade. There was a proposal to run a natural gas pipeline from Western Canada to the Eastern Canada region to export liquefied natural gas overseas. The market in Europe is massive. The market elsewhere is massive. Canada is oversupplied in natural gas, as is the United States, and for a decade, 8 years, 6 years. I mean, federal election after federal election, provincial election after provincial election, on and on it goes. This pipeline had been proposed by private enterprise, had been really promoted heavily as a great idea by the province of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. This is where all the gas is coming from, heading to the east. The pipeline, unfortunately, had to run all the way to Quebec, the province of Quebec, and get to the St. Lawrence Seaway. The province of Quebec, the one last provincial government, said no. Now we're not going to allow it. Everyone else wants it, except because Quebecers, the environmentalists over there, are just so powerful that the politicians fear them, and they won't approve it. And so, everyone's citing greenhouse gases and the pollution and the environmental damage, all the catchphrases. At the end of the day, Canada has a huge amount of clean burning natural gas. They can't move it to international markets. Canada can't sell it because they can't deliver it. Trying to get pipelines through the mountains from Alberta to British Columbia's coast, almost impossible to get legislation through, get past those environmentalists. It just goes on and on and on. So Canadians continually shoot themselves in the foot and wonder why they're limping all the time. Just part of the world in which we live. Anyway, that's not what I really wanted to talk to you about today, but I did want to mention that we too, here in Canada, we screw up all the time. And this is a beauty because This was a $14 billion project that would have employed hundreds of thousands of people for like 5 years to build it out, and then generated billions a year in royalties and taxes to pay for hospitals, schools, roads, and just. But no. Now we have to find other places to get this capital to fund roads, school. Where is it going to come from? Individual income taxes. Where else do you think it's going to come from? But how are you going to tax anybody if you don't have jobs? It's kind of a catch-22. You got people working. If you get them working, they can pay taxes. If they pay taxes, they're adding to the pot, the national pot. You got to kind of get that going. In the U.S., getting pipelines to seaports, much simpler. It's incredibly easier. Canada, it just keeps getting outmaneuvered all the time. And there you go. Anyway, but we've got it. We got all this energy up here. Just can't. No one wants it, or they want it, but we can't get it to them. It's goofy as get up. Anyway, what I really want to talk about this morning was the news that came out in the last 30 minutes that most of you may not be aware of, and that is the ECB update on interest rates. Well, what is the ECB? It's the European Central Bank. All the European countries that are part of the EU, which represents like 400 million people. It's the size of the USA. It's the continent of Europe pretty well. The ECB controls or suggests interest rates, just like the Fed in the United States, the Federal Reserve. They handle interest rates. And why should you care if you're watching me? Why should you give a crap about this? The reason is because interest rate policy in Europe can directly affect interest rate policy in the United States. And the talk lately has been, we might have higher rates again in the US. And people were all nervous about it. And the markets just had a terrible time a month or so ago. Then in the last couple of weeks, and this Monday, it looked like it was, we're in trouble. Rates are going to go up. The European Central Bank has maintained their existing stance on interest rates, which is the rate of interest that the European Central Bank charges the banks in Europe to borrow money, to then lend it out. The rate they're charging the banks is 0. It's 0.0%. So there is no charge to borrow money from the central bank to turn around and lend it to industry, to city governments, to provinces, to whatever you want to lend it out to, credit card functions, mortgages, car loans, anything. Just get out, come on in here is what the ECB is saying to the banks. Just come on in. We'll lend you all you want at 0.0%. Go forth and lend. And this policy will be maintained going forward. Why should Americans care about this? Why should Canadians care? Why should anyone in Asia give a crap about this? I'll tell you why. Because if the second largest economic zone in the planet, which is Europe, has a 0% interest policy from its central bankers, there will be no interest rate spikes anywhere else. The Japanese aren't going to bump rates to 3%. The Americans aren't going to do it. Neither will the Chinese. No one is going to bump rates if it's free money in Europe. Because frankly, if you're a business and you do international transactions, let's say you build cars, you make refrigerators, you produce computer systems, you whatever it is you make, and you're thinking of modernizing your factory or adding another distribution center or production center, you've got the globe with which to pick from. Especially if you do international business. I mean, you produce parts in China, you produce parts in Vietnam, and then you ship them to an assembly place for worldwide distribution. Where is that place going to be? It can be anywhere. It can be China, but do you want to have all your eggs in one basket? Do you want to have all your eggs in Asia? Do you want to have some European operations? Do you want to have North American? Well, if it comes down to where I can borrow the money the cheapest to build my $2 billion, $5 billion, $15 billion factory, like Elon Musk in Berlin, Tesla's factory. Where can I build a factory for the best deal money-wise, period? Apple's got to be asking this question. Right now, Europe's central bank is offering 0 interest to its banks. The banks can turn around and lend at 1%, and make 1% profit on the money. Rather than borrow at 3 and lend at 4, or borrow at 2.5 and lend at 4, they're borrowing at 0, lending at 1, 1.5. I mean, this is easy money. So your Apple, your Intel, your Ford, your General Motors, your Volvo, your Subaru, I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter your brand name. You're going to go where the business is cheapest to operate. And right now, Europe is cheapest to operate. Europe is wide open. They are open for business and asking for business, which is a direct affront to America. Europeans are trying to convince not only American businesses, but all the other global businesses, hey, why don't you stay here? Why don't you operate here? Because we can get you money for next to nothing. There's no way the American rates are going to 3 or 4%. That is not going to happen. The only way the U.S. interest rates are going to rise to 3, 4, 5% is if the rest of the world believes the United States can't pay their bills. If the Americans are viewed as credit risks by bond traders, well, then American status drops. The ratings on U.S. bonds drop. Credit agencies will drop the credit rating of the United States, and rates will go up. But that's not the case. With 350 million crazy consumers in the United States, 35 million crazy consumers in Canada, that's 385 million people willing to buy whatever we get our hands on because we've been locked up for a year and a half. No, there's not going to be a problem. There is no way we're going to see higher rates in the US or Canada for quite some time, as long as the Europeans are at 0. Germany was negative 3.3 on its 10-year note earlier this week. So if you lent Germany money for a decade, they would pay you negative 1/3 of an interest rate, 1/3 of 1% interest for a decade. So after 10 years, they would pay you 3.33% less than you gave them compounded. So you are guaranteed to lose money. Right now, because of the ECB news this morning, Germany now is negative 0.41. That is like a 0.8 increase. That's 30% lower. That's a 30% drop in interest rates from yesterday to today in Germany. So now they're paying you negative 4.1 instead of negative 3.33. This is the impact. Italy is only paying 0.64. That's just over 0.5% in interest for 10 years. The United States is 1.27 right now. It costs the American government double what the Italians are paying for money because the ECB is giving it to them for nothing. Spanish rates 0.21, 1/5 of a percentage point interest is all you'll get from Spain for a decade. Right? Spain is a basket case compared to the United States, and yet the policy over there is so loose, so the money is so available, rates are incredibly cheap. The United Kingdom, which separated from the EU, is no longer part of the European Union because of Brexit. Their hardship translates into a 0.59% interest rate, about 6/10 of an interest point for 10 years. That's all the UK has to pay after Brexit. If they were still in the EU, they would be at 0.3, but they're paying 0.59. And America is paying 1.7. I think Canada is about 0.9, something like that. It's shocking to me how high the American rate is. It really is. I'm surprised that the American rate is as high as it is. Questions of why and what have you, but I think the pressure on the U.S. rates will be lower, not higher. Because all this talk about, the Fed, the Fed is going to take away the easing policy. Not going to do it. They can't do it. Not against the rest of the planet. There is no way. The rest of the planet has found out where to get money for nothing. They don't have to pay anyone anything to get cash and oodles of it. And there are European companies that are literally borrowing money in Europe to then fund their operations elsewhere. So think about it. If you're a large corporation in Europe and you have plants and workers in 5 European countries, and you have plants in Asia, and you have plants and distribution centers in the United States and Canada, why would you borrow money from a Canadian bank or an American bank when you can borrow money from your friendly bankers in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, wherever, and just borrow the money you need there for like half a point, three-quarters of a point, and use that capital to expand your factory in Richmond, Virginia, or in Toledo, Ohio, or wherever you do your business. American businesses cannot compete against foreign businesses that can borrow for nothing. And that's the problem. And so I don't see the U.S. rates going anywhere. And so this is a quasi-negative against America, but a quasi-positive, because for a lot of you out there that are investors and borrowers yourselves, your mortgages, for example, your mortgage rates are going to stay very, very low for a long, long time yet. So that's kind of the good news. The bad news is that the Europeans can't raise rates. That's the bad news. If they had a better economy, they could, but they don't have a good economy. They're in a recession in Europe. They're overall in a recession. And that means business is contracting. It's all coming in on itself. Businesses don't even want to borrow at 0.5% interest, 1%. They don't want to borrow. They're going, now we don't need the money. We don't have the confidence in our economic stability here in Europe to borrow more money right now to expand our operations. And the Europeans are going, well, it's at zero. The money's 0%. I mean, it's free. It's like even free isn't good enough. How about that? That's how much money is flying around out there. How much money is in the system? Money is free, and people don't want to borrow it. At least don't want to borrow enough. Absolutely unprecedented. We have never seen this sustained before. This is really new territory, and it really makes one wonder how it's going to go. So this is why I just want to let you know, you need to care, or at least be aware of the fact that interest rates in Europe are at 0% from the ECB, the European Central Bank, like the Fed in the US. It is 0% interest for the money, and this is having a profound effect on world rates. All right, crazy. Other news, the China thing. I keep telling you, stay away from Chinese stocks, and I mean it. Get out. If you're in them, get out of them. Didi this morning is off 3.3% in the pre-market because a story just broke in the last half hour that the Chinese government are mulling what they are calling serious penalties against I don't know who at Didi for the IPO. Nowhere else on the planet does a government possibly put in jail or severely sanction executives of companies that go public in the U.S. markets because they claim this to be an affront on national security. This is how screwed up the Chinese are, completely screwed up and totally dominated by the Communist Party philosopher, control guys, I don't know what. I get the impression, my hunch here, again, this is an old man in Creston, British Columbia, ranting away against the Chinese Communist Party. My hunch is certain generals and certain high-ranking government people and very senior, ranking politicians and government officials were not given enough stock as bribes and payoffs. And these guys went public without paying them off first, or paying off their family members, or hiring enough of these people, or whatever you got to do in China to be successful. Because why would a communist government allow a company to go public on the New York Stock Exchange and raise all this capital from overseas? Why would you allow that? Why would you allow executives of publicly traded companies, soon to be Chinese-based publicly traded companies, to inherit all this stock through an IPO and then have the stock sitting in the Cayman Islands and Switzerland and everywhere but China? The only way you'd allow that as a communist government is that you've been paid off too. And it's not that you're here for the people of your country, you're here for yourselves. And so the bottom line is that the top 100 guys that run China, the mob, they want their share of the action. They want the VIG. They're not getting the VIG. And the Didi guys had the audacity to go public without paying off enough bribes and handing enough stock off to enough numbered corporations, to enough Communist Party officials and all kinds of family members and friends and associates and you name it, to bury this stuff. And so now they're paying the price. Well, who's paying the price? Americans are paying the price. Anyone dumb enough to buy DD stock through either a pension fund, hedge fund, ETF, any investor, any retail people out there dumb enough to buy DD stock and be holding it right now, you're about to get slammed because there's not enough VIG in the deal for the communist officials in China. There you go. And so now you're getting your ass handed to you. By the way, has anyone seen the guy from Alibaba, Jack Ma? Has anyone seen a photo of this guy? Is he even alive? Jack Ma has disappeared off the face of the earth as far as China is concerned. He doesn't exist. This guy was one of the world's richest men, like the top 5 richest men in the world. Where is this guy? Nowhere. You hear a word from this guy? Nothing. A recording, a radio transmission, an internet posting. Nothing. Erased from existence. Didn't pay enough bribes to the boys in charge in Beijing and had the audacity to call the Chinese economic system outdated. How dare you? Yeah, he's no longer a factor. One of the world's richest men in the world, gone. Nowhere to be found. He's not leaving his house because you can't. There are secret police all around the house. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, fun times. Get the hell out of Chinese stocks and stay the hell out. The American government is going to make sure that stocks like Didi and others are going to be delisted on the New York Stock Exchange. So it might be that Alibaba will be delisted from the American markets and all these other Chinese stocks. Absolutely stay the hell away from there. It's just not worth the risk. Why? Why are you risking any money you have in these clowns? It's an absolute joke. Oh my gosh! But I'm old, see, and that's the problem. If I were like other old people, I just shut the hell up and sit in the corner and drool in a wheelchair. It would be fine. But I'm too healthy, and I'm still too vibrant, and I have an opinion, and some people don't like it. But there you have it. Okay. My friends keep saying, one of these days you're going to have like some black SUVs parked outside your house, with black tinted windows. They're just going to be sitting there for days and days and days waiting for you to go for a walk. You might not be coming back. Have you thought this through? Oh, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Too much fun. Welcome one, welcome all. As I've been yapping away, the Dow's down 43 points, S&P down 2 3/4, NASDAQ is up 8. We got crude down 3 cents a barrel right now. All right. SoFi, $16.50 a share right now in the pre-market, up 6 cents. Well, it was up 6 cents. It's down 6 cents. SoFi was hanging around 1660 to 1675 most of the morning. Yesterday, we had unprecedented volume on SoFi call contracts. And I mean unprecedented. We have never seen the kind of volume on SoFi call options that we had seen yesterday. It was truly unbelievable. To give you a little taste, this Friday, that means tomorrow, we have contracts expiring tomorrow, July 23rd, contracts, $15 contracts. 2,900 traded yesterday. There's only 3,100 in existence. 1,550 contracts that die tomorrow. We had 7,200 shares contracts trade yesterday. There's only 3,600 in existence. $16 contracts. We had 30,000 contracts trade yesterday that expire tomorrow. There are only 6,200 in existence. That's a turnover of 5 times in one day. They closed at 85 cents, which means gamblers are saying 16.85 or higher for the stock by Friday. Otherwise, they don't make money. 1650 contracts, 24,000 changed hands, only 6,600 exist. They're trading between 55 and 60 cents. That means 17.10 is the price of SoFi, according to these guys, at a minimum. That's just a break even. $17 contracts, 22,900 traded that expire tomorrow. 7,600 exist. They were paying 40 cents for 17. So that's 17.40 or higher for your stock as of tomorrow. 6,100, 17.50s, 6,300, 18s. Unbelievable. These are just contracts that expire tomorrow, for next Friday, 8 days from now, we had 11,616s changing hands. They were going at 134. That means 1734 minimum. We had 10,816 50s going through at 116. That means 1770 or so. We had $6,117 contracts trading for next Friday, going at 90 cents. That's 1790 by next Friday. 9,418s went through at 60. $18,019 contracts traded yesterday at 40 cents. That's 1944 expected for the market by next Friday. There's some serious money here changing hands on SoFi and its expectations. August didn't have near the volume, but we did at 1,500 to 2,000 shares, contracts trade between $16, $17, $18. For that would be for August the 6th. For August the 13th, we had 1 to 2,000 changing hands. The 17s, by the way, 2,200 traded with a $1.40 price tag. So that's 1840. August the 20th, we had 3,715s go through at 240. That's a 1750 minimum call. We also had 18,000 contracts trade at 1750. They're calling for it to go to about 19. And then the $20 contracts, 17,000 through at 70 cents each. That's $20.70 by about 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, estimated, and gambling by options players. Heavy volume. September's traded 2,000 to 3,000 contracts each. October contracts were 1,400 to 6,000, but 6,000, 6,195, 1750s go through at a premium of 240. That means they're talking $20 a share by October 15 on the gamble. It has to be higher than that for these guys to make money. This is the kind of gambling we're talking about in the options pit, all the way out to January. 1,100 to 2,200 contracts traded. $20 contracts were going at $3 each yesterday. That's a $23 call by January and higher. And so, yes, folks, I keep talking 28 to 30 is where the stock should be. These folks are telling me minimum 20 immediately and 22 to 25 in the next few months. That's what these guys are saying. And they are putting the money on the table yesterday to back up their bet. They're not talking like I'm talking. They're putting money on the table. They're saying, here's how I talk. Here's how I believe it. Here's my cash, man. Tens of thousands of contracts. We're talking millions of dollars here going through. It's absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, there's the latest on SoFi, 1645 on the pre-market right now. It just dipped in the last 20 minutes. It's actually had an okay morning, but it has dipped in the pre-market. 282,000 traded. We'll see how this all kind of works its way out. But wow, what a morning. Julian Sheets, thank you so much for this donation. New channel, Entertaining World Affairs and Plain English with Bruce. Thank you very much. Yep. Aaron, so just making sure, Bruce, I've been watching you for a long time, and I do get confused. I just want to make sure I got this right now. So you're saying that you love communist parties of China and you want me to buy Chinese stocks, right? Have I got this right? Or is it the opposite? Yes. Just want to make sure. Okay. It's going to be an awesome day for Sassy Bruce today. Oh, yeah. We're having a fun. Uncle Bruce, you'll never be drooling in a wheelchair. Maybe organizing wheelchair races, but you're never going to be drooling in a wheelchair. Yes, Sassy Bruce is the best Bruce. Stay away from Bruce. Stay away from Chinese food. I'm telling you right now, don't go into a Chinese restaurant. Don't do it, Bruce. No, have someone else order for you. Yeah. Oh, man. Thank you, everybody. Tyler, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for the donation here. Uncle Bruce, this is $5 for my $15 call expiring tomorrow. Got it for 74 cents. I'm up 115% right now. My first options trade ever. Wow, that's awesome. Well, 1648, 1645 on SoFi. It is possible today. It is possible that SoFi could hit 18 today. It could. It's a question of the options activity and the hype building regarding this first quarterly earnings report coming out August the 12th. So we're still, what do we have? 3 weeks away. I mean, it's 3 weeks from now. But my hunch, and I would not be surprised if these shares run up into the 20s before we get there. That's 3 weeks from now. But, we'll have to see. But it is possible that today the stock could take a shot. It might back off a bit first, but on the other hand, it might, do a little backing off now and then have a surge right at the opening with a wave. I'm curious to know who has been buying up this stock as it has been backing off now for 4 weeks. Who has been gobbling this stuff up? Because I get the hunch that there are some buyers loading up on this stock. That's my hunch. And now the options are picking up, and this just makes sense. Hedge funds are loading up on this stuff. Now they're loading up on cheap contracts with the stock way down here. I mean, they're not buying the contracts like crazy at $24 a share. They're buying the options like crazy at $15 to $16.50 a share. You get it? I mean, you know when to buy. You buy when everyone else wants out. These guys have been buying the stock for weeks, and now they're loading up on the options contracts for tomorrow, next Friday, the Friday after that. These guys are not here because they're cute and they think they know something. No, they're here because they absolutely do know something. And that is, they are picking up all the paper and noticing that it's drying up. There's not very much left for sale down here anymore. And they're just scooping it up. Another 10, 15 million shares are trading today. We could be at 18 bucks a share. We get a 40, 50, 60 million share day tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. We're at $20, $22. I'm telling you, we are about to blow this thing much, much higher. It is all in place. It could happen. I'm not saying it's gonna, but it could. And there's a reason why the shares could go to 18 today and 19 or 20 tomorrow. Why? Because of these millions of dollars of call contracts that have been purchased at 16, 17, 18, 19. They expire tomorrow. This stock has to move between now and tomorrow and by next Friday to the low 20s. There has to be a movement. So to me, I just get this impression these guys have bought it all up. They own it all. And maybe they're fronting a particular organization or entity that is slowly but surely gobbling up the stock. They may be reporting in the next week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks with the SEC that they have a 15% interest in the company, or a 6% interest in the company, or a 12% interest in, just like Mr. Cohen did. This could be a Cohen situation where there is a Cohen out there, Ryan Cohen, who's been buying up SoFi all the way down from 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 15, 16, buy, just give it to me. And now loading up on option contracts. Big time numbers of option contracts, which could turn into exercising the contracts, not looking to flip them, looking to exercise to score another 5 or 10 or 15 million shares of stock. This could be a huge short squeeze being orchestrated here by a particular individual, a group. I don't know. I'm throwing it at you guys. I want you to understand what is possibly going on. Why did we trade almost 28 million shares yesterday? We did the big U-turn yesterday, the big one. It actually happened the day before, but it's already coming on. This 9-cent drop right now, this is just window dressing. Forget this. Ignore this nonsense. This thing's about to go. Anyone selling SoFi right now, you're nuts. You are out of your mind selling this thing. Do not even think of giving this stuff away. Whoa, I think we're into some fun here. And there you go. Let's see what happens. Does anyone know when Matterport goes live? I don't have the exact day, but it is any moment. Maybe tomorrow. I'm waiting for an announcement. Other news. If you are a member of this channel, you received an alert from yours truly this morning. One of the perks of being a member of this channel, you are aware of a development on one of our stocks that we've been following. A shareholder vote has been called. You know which one I'm talking about. If you're a member, if you did not receive your alert, go to the community link in my channel, find that alert. You'll see it. I'll reveal it once we start trading on the open market. It is important, and it is wonderful news, and it is having a positive effect on the stock. At least it was last I looked, and I'm delighted about that. Fantastic. By the way, thank you for the 218 thumbs up so far today, everybody. I really appreciate this momentum to get this show started. I can't thank you enough. Where else are we here? The Dow now down 67, S&P down 3.5, NASDAQ up 9.5, oil down 8 cents a barrel. at this moment in time. Okay, let's take a look at GameStop for a quick peek. 184.57 down 124, holding very well, no complaints there. 23andMe closed at 920 last night, trading now at 945 on only 798 volume. A little better there. We've got, let's see here, IBM this morning, sitting at 141.10, down 20 cents. Not a lot to get excited about on IBM. Let me take a peek at some other stocks. We've got Vector Acquisitions up 32 cents to 11.07 this morning. We have ATIP closing at 772 last night, 783 this morning, but only a couple hundred traded. We have 23andMe closed at 920 last night, now 945, up on about 800 shares of volume. NSH closed at 995 last night, 992 this morning, 800 shares traded. Not too much to talk about there. AMC closed at 40.78 last night. It's at 40.64. It was as high as 42 this morning on a million volumes so far. Gore's Holdings closed at 13.72 or 13.60, down 12 cents. We were up at around 13.75 or something like that, but we've only had 500 traded. Very quiet. This is the Matterport deal. We're waiting for the official Matterport stock thing. What we do have as of yesterday, their second quarter results are coming out on August the 11th. So Matterport will release their results on August 11th. That is 3 weeks from now, and you know there's going to be a conference call, and there's going to be a whole bunch of promo on this. So that's good news. I like the sound of that. I'm just waiting for their official, the NASDAQ official announcement when they're going to change the symbol. We might hear that today. We might hear that as the morning goes on. I'll keep you posted as soon as I know. You'll know. We have a Starboard Value Acquisition at $9.98 unchanged. We know that they're doing their takeover on the 28th. That's in 6 days. The special meeting is in 6 days, and that's coming up as well. So the SPACs are quickly turning over into regular publicly traded companies, and it's going to get exciting around here. We're watching closely some of our former SPACs now, like SoFi, beginning to get some serious exposure in various areas of media. It is becoming most interesting. The Dow down 60, S&P down 275, NASDAQ is up 10 points on the early pre-market with 23 minutes to go on the pre-market. How about that action? Is this fun or what? I love it when I see our stocks going up. And you've asked me a billion times, I bought these call options, Bruce. You told me about these call options that I got 1250s and 15s for October and November and January. Should I be worried? Even if the companies come up with good news, can the shares actually go up fast enough, or will they just not go that high anymore? And you folks have got to understand that on all of these SPACs, you're in so early, you're in ahead of everybody else. I mean, there's so few people that know the info that you know about these companies. The markets are by the time they figure it all out and realize, oh my gosh, these companies look great. We're talking 2025 a share, and to pop these stocks up to 250 a share for 5 days in a row would be a no-brainer, just a no-brainer. And so the only question is, when does it start? You just got to stick around for the show, because when the lights go off, the show starts. I can't tell you when they shut off the lights. It's at any moment, at any time on any of these. We had movement yesterday on several of our stocks simultaneously, which was really great. I noticed that yesterday we ended the day with a nice gain on several of our deals. Like, for example, we had SoFi up yesterday nicely. We had Gore's moving up a little bit yesterday. We had Fifth Wall Acquisition up $1.32 yesterday. We had Vector up 15 cents yesterday. These are all the same day, and none of them were talking. None of them were really saying anything. They all just popped up yesterday, and it was really nice to see that activity. Let me take a look at Fifth Wall this morning. I haven't even mentioned it. FWAA. Fifth Wall Acquisition closed last night at 12:35. I don't have any trading in the pre-market. I don't see a thing. And that's kind of the normal. It's kind of the situation normal around here. We don't have an announcement at the moment that was made yesterday at all or today, so we still have no news. But the stock yesterday had a smart day, gaining $1.24, 11.1% to 12.35. The 52-week all-time high, like the all-time high for the stock is 12.90. All they've done is made an announcement that they're going to be acquired by SmartRent. That's all they've said. They haven't told us the date. They've given us an indication that it's the third quarter of this year. Well, that's starting in the next 6-8 weeks. It should be done. So it's happening. It's coming. But I don't have the date. But the stock is going up nonetheless. So interesting. What's going on here? Other news. I've got a couple of classes coming up this weekend. In case you are not aware, we're doing live classes, especially for you new investors out there. We're going live Saturday at 12 noon Eastern time. We're going Sunday, 12 noon Eastern time. Each class is going to be about a 2-hour time frame. This is where you're able to gain access to a live session with yours truly, where this weekend we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of being an investor. If you want to be a successful investor, you've got to follow certain rules. And Saturday, we're going to talk about secrets of successful investors, winning strategies new investors need to know. This is an absolute, you must have this info, or you are going into town with one hand tied behind your back. Sunday, secrets of successful investors, the class, the most common mistakes new investors make. So we're going to do the do's and don'ts. You learn just as much from what not to do versus what to do. So I invite you to join Jennifer and I live at noon on Saturday or Sunday. If you'd like to be part of the channel or be part of the actual live classes, send me an email at brucefrommert@hotmail.com. That would be right there. That's my email address. Just send me an email. Say, hey, Bruce, would love to join your class on Saturday or Sunday or both. Just send me an invite to both. Then we will send you an email this morning, a little later this morning after this first show is over. We'll send you an update, an invitation where you can then make your payment, and we'll lock you in for your slot. We have a limited number of slots available. We opened it up to members first. Now we're opening it up to the channel. And if you'd like to become part of the live classes, let us know ASAP, and we will get you an invite so we can put you in there. After the classes are over, what we do is we get them edited. My editor will then edit them down from about 2.5 hours to 1 hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And then what we do is we load those up onto my website, which is stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Remember, I'm from Canada, so it's .ca, not .com. And they become available as edited videos in my on my website. And any of you at any time can go to the website, hit the classes icon. There's a little list of things to look at. One of the tabs is called classes. You hit that, you'll see all 4 now. There are 4 classes that I've done already, and you can grab one of those anytime you want. Now, those of you who are here live with me, you not only get to be part of the show and post your questions. Jennifer acts as moderator. We also, after editing, will send you a link to the edited version for no extra charge. So now you've watched the live show, and now you've got your own edited copy that you can watch again and again and again. So if there's anything you missed or you want to hear a second time, this is your chance to watch the edited version. We will repost it. So that's what the live guests enjoy. You actually get a 2-for-1. Whereas otherwise, if you can't make the live show, you don't have the time, you're out of town, you just, whatever, or you've missed some of my lessons, you just go to the website, watch number 1, watch number 2, lesson number 3, lesson number 4. We're doing lesson number 5 and lesson number 6 this weekend. You can watch them anytime you want off the website and enjoy from there. So thank you all of you who've already done that, and I've been hearing really positive reviews from people who've been here live, who've seen the reruns, the edited versions. I appreciate all of your kind words, and Again, I am focusing the classes really towards beginners. I am really focusing it on beginners because so many of you out there are on your own. You've had no idea, you had no training, you had no guidance on how to even buy and sell stock, let alone thinking about options or anything else. And so we're going through the basics to really get you up to speed, and that way, when you watch me live, as best as I can explain to you what's happening in plain English, it would help if you had even more basic information than what I'm talking about here. And so the beauty of these classes is that you can check them out as many times as you want once you acquire them, and watch the class you want that pertains to your interest. And then when you're joining me here, you'll go, "Oh, that makes sense. I know what he's talking about. I know what that means." Or you're watching CNBC over here on TV. I keep pointing to my television, and you'll hear them talking about something in their fancy lingo, and you'll go, "I know what they're talking about. You're not fooling me anymore. You're not making me feel like a Dumbo. I got it. You Princeton and Harvard people, you're not talking over my head anymore. I now know what you're talking about because Uncle Bruce has already explained this to me, and now I know what the heck is going on." So, folks, join me if you like. Love to have you this weekend, and otherwise, check out those classes on the website. Thank you, one. Thank you all. There you go, guys. We're getting ready for the opening here. 6:16 is the time. We are 14 minutes away from getting close. Jobless claims apparently missed estimates. It seems to be a headline here on Market Watch. The Dow is off 42 points, maybe in reaction. We're not sure. Then again, maybe analysts were just over anticipating job numbers. I don't know. But the U.S. unemployment claims jumped 51,000 to a 9-week high of 419,000. This is hardly a problem. I mean, this little blip is hardly a sign of weakness for the U.S. economy. We also have seasonal numbers that have to be adjusted. Remember, students come out of school, then they go into the workforce. You have to adjust for that, and sometimes that screws things up. But in any event, the market is the market. It's a twitchy beast, and we've had a twitchy week this week. A lousy start Monday, a full recovery on Tuesday and Wednesday. Right now, we're down 41 on the Dow. Not too much to worry about there. We're off 1 point on S&P. So what? And we're up 8 on NASDAQ. Hardly a problem, really. Anyway, there it is. Let's see what this market brings us as we get closer to starting to trade here on the big market. It could be a most entertaining day, to say the least. SoFi is the one to watch. There might be some shenanigans to start the morning. But my gut is telling me this thing could take a pop. It is primed and ready to roll, and I think there's a lot of Wall Street money coming in here. There's a lot of speculation, but I just have this gut vibe that's telling me someone has been loading up on this stuff. Someone's loading up, and there will be reveals. There will be the reveal party. As soon as you break 5% ownership, you have to reveal your ownership to the SEC and the world at large, and you have to declare your intentions, like I'm just investing, or I like this company, or whatever your intentions are. I want to take them over. I don't think that's going to happen, but I can see where I wouldn't be surprised if a Ryan Cohen type character might be coming into SoFi at these levels through stock purchases and option purchases. And we'll watch the options volume this morning as well to see how that's starting off too. If we get another day of ridiculous option numbers, like just over the top option play, that to me is another sign of a breakout about to happen. So let's see what's going on. It could be a most interesting start to the day here. 1642 is the last trade I have on the pre-market. 396,000 shares, 1641 now, down 14 cents. I'm not even worried about it. If you own SoFi, do not do anything. Sit tight. If you've got some extra cash, pick up the stock or get some contracts, but go out. Get out there. Get way ahead of it. Don't be playing any contracts for today or next week. Don't be doing that. Just go out there. But yeah, it's going to be kind of fun. I think we can have ourselves a most interesting, entertaining start to the day. All right. Welcome one, welcome all to this channel. It's Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce, where we like to talk about the market in plain English to let you know what the heck is going on. ECB, the European Central Bank, is not changing their interest rate policy whatsoever, which means they're keeping their rates at 0.0%. That is why there are mortgages available for virtually nothing. I talked to a gentleman who lives in Germany about a month ago. He locked in a 15-year mortgage on his house at 0.15%. 10-year guaranteed rate at 0.15% on his mortgage. He had a friend of his who took out a personal loan from a banker for 30,000 odd euros at negative 1.5%. They are sending him money in rebates every time he makes a payment. He makes a payment and he gets a cash rebate for the negative interest rate deal that's going on right now. That's what's happening in Germany. That's how cheap money is for even retail investors and regular folks like you and I to borrow money. It's absolutely incredible. GameStop is unchanged at 185.80 or so, 185.33 right now. We're just around the break-even mark on GameStop, having been down to 182 this morning. It's getting ready to pop on the opening market here. Definitely looking better. Only 14,000 traded on GameStop right now. Let's see. VACQ right now is sitting at 1096. Has been up over 11 this morning. It's up 21 cents right now, 24,000 shares. We've got 23andMe last at 920 last night. It's sitting right now at 940 on 2,300 shares. They were up to 980 this morning. So there's some definite price movement on 23andMe. No news, but there's definitely price movement. Something's happening. What else am I looking at here? Gore's Holdings closed at 1372 last night, 1365 at the moment on 1100 traded. That is going to become Matterport. Waiting for Matterport's announcement for its symbol change. And IBM 4130 last night, 4115 this morning. Not a lot to get excited about there, but that's frustrating as get up. As far as I'm concerned, that should be around 150 now. SoFi, as we are coming into the last 8 minutes now, 1643 on 403,000. The shares touched 1630 or 1627, but they're now back to 1643, snapping back here, down only 13 cents on the morning. I'm not sure if the shares are even going to be negative by the time we open this thing up. It could be a most entertaining morning today. AMC on the pre-market, 40.50 down 28 cents, wavering just under the break-even line. Volume now 1.1 million on AMC. Okay, there's where we're at, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the pre-market. Getting ready to have some fun. I tell you, I think we're going to have an interesting time. Uncle Bruce, I was thinking about picking up some August 13 calls on SoFi. I know it's shorter term, but I figured since the earnings call is on the 12th, I'll probably make some money on them. What do you think? Well, it's a gamble. There's no question about it. There's an absolute gamble. But yes, there will be the announcement on the 12th. And, maybe between now and the 12th, there's a run. So if you're looking at picking up maybe, 15, 16, 17s, I mean, if you can get them really cheap, take a look at it. But, if you're buying call contracts that are less than 50 cents each, just to give you folks an idea, those of you who don't know, 50 cents on a call option, that means it's a $50 contract. You're getting the upside of 100 shares of SoFi for $50. This is why these trades so heavy. $500 gives you upside potential on 1,000 shares. Now, if you have, say, $17 contracts, I'm just pretending, I don't know what the price of a 17 is, but if you had a $17 contract and the stock went to 19, it's a $2 book value on the contract. Even if there's only 50 cents premium on it, it's a $2.50 contract. Well, if you can get them at 50 and they go to $2.50, you made 5 times your money. Now, you buy one contract, you turn $50 into $250. Hey, you can go for a nice meal, I suppose. But if you take 4 of them or 5 of them for $250 and turn them into $1,250, nice. 10 from $500 to $2,500. Now we're talking some money here. That's the kind of stuff that's going on out there right now. You got to decide your own tolerance, your own risk level, your own, everything is the way it is. So there you have it. Let's see what else is going on here this morning. Welcome all. Nice to see you here. And good to have you here this morning. Lots of comments between people here, which is great. We've opened the chat up to everybody this morning, so say hi to us. And those of you who are not members, good morning to all of you from Creston, British Columbia, Canada. We are getting ready to open our markets here in 5-6 minutes. I appreciate you being here. If any of you are able to throw a thumbs up onto this telecast, I would really appreciate it. We'd love to get over 500 thumbs ups here before we even open the day. We have 316 right now. Every time you hit a thumbs up for us, you are adding more engagement momentum to this channel. YouTube recognizes it. They start blasting this show out across the YouTube universe as a suggested place to go. And people come in here out of curiosity, wondering what is this all about? Who's this Uncle Bruce guy? What's this thing about SoFi? They start to hear what we're talking about regarding SoFi, GameStop, 23andMe, ATIP, all the stocks we love. They begin to hear about them. They start to investigate them. You never know. You might be helping yourselves by helping my channel. The more we get exposed, the more people will buy these stocks. The more people that buy these stocks, the more people will talk about these stocks, and so on and so on and so on. And this is where you're actually helping yourself by helping this channel get more exposure. We're now at 378 on the thumbs ups. Get me to 500 as quick as you can if you want to. That would really jumpstart the show this morning. I thank you all very much. Please consider subscribing to this channel. That also helps with the analytics. We appreciate that. Make sure to hit the bell notification icon so that you get an update every time we do an announcement. And if you become a member of this channel, there are perks. You will get special announcements from time to time, alerts. You'll also get the occasional stocks I like updates, and you'll find out, oh, Bruce likes a new one. Here's a new stock we should be following. Membership has its privileges. You also get first dibs to reserve spaces in our live classes. And again, I thank all of you for your undying support and encouragement. We're now at 417 thumbs up. They're coming in. We're going for 500 thumbs ups here before we open the day, if that is possible. 3 minutes away. Can we get 83 thumbs ups in here to get us to 500? We're now at 420. We only need 80 more. We've got 3 minutes to do it. That would be so sweet if we could hit 500 thumbs ups. We're now at 429. We need only 71 more thumbs ups. That's nothing. Now we only need 67. That is jump change. 67 thumbs ups. All we need now to get to 500. There's now 442. We're 58 away. Now we're 49 away. Less than 50 thumbs ups away. Thank you everyone so much. SoFi 1640 down 16 cents on 393,000. We're getting ready to open this puppy up. 1650 SoFi just popped. Down only 6 cents. Get ready, people. We're going to make money. 470 on the thumbs ups count. Only 30 away from 500 now. 21 away from 500. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. 15 to go. We're at 485, baby. It's happening. It's happening again. 1650 on SoFi. I think we're going to have a surge here. Get ready. Get your seatbelts in there. Hang on. We're getting ready for a run. Looking for 500 thumbs ups. There they are, 509, and you guys are awesome. 517, they're coming in like awesome. Thank you so much. You're doing yourselves and really a favor. I'm not kidding. It really makes a difference. People ask me all the time, are you really sure when you ask for thumbs ups, it makes a difference? You guys have no idea. There are 500 million people out there, I don't know, 1 billion people out there that watch YouTube all the time. If YouTube was to just show off this channel to 10,000 more people in the first hour of my broadcast who follow the markets, I can bet you that 9,000 of them don't know who I am. 9,000 do not know who Uncle Bruce is, and they'll just go, who is this guy? They keep recommending this channel to me. Why would I be interested in this guy? They come in here, they listen to us for a while, they see you engaging with me, and they go, oh, that's why you're recommending him to me. This guy's talking about the kind of markets that I like making. I like making money. He's explaining how it works. Thank you all so much. We're now at 543 thumbs ups. That's an awesome surge. in just 10 minutes, or not even that, 8 minutes. I appreciate it. We're about to start trading, guys. We're ready to roll. Let's get this market started and make some darn old money. We have bills, we have expenses, we have hope, dreams, and aspirations. Let's get on with it, man. I'm showing a SoFi right at the moment at 1650 on the right at the end of the pre-market on 453,000. Volume is coming in on SoFi. Do not be surprised if they have a big day today. It's possible. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to happen, but it is possible. We're watching for the opening of all of our favorites. Let's see what this market wants to give us. Thank you, one, and thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. We're going to shift our markets now, our commentary to members only. I want to thank all of you out there who watch, who are not members. I really appreciate you being here today, as I always do. And please consider becoming a member if you'd like to make comments with us. Membership has its privileges, and we'd love to welcome you in. Remember, we do alerts as well, and I've got an alert that we released this morning that I'm about to share with everybody. Members, this morning were given an update by yours truly regarding one of our stocks. Let me just pop up my stuff here as I get everything ready right now. We were talking this morning, VACQ. They have announced their shareholder meeting to merge with Rocket Lab. August the 20th, finally. We have been waiting for this one. VACQ, a long time we've been waiting for this to come out. Finally, VACQ has announced that they're merging with Rocket Lab. August the 20th is the official date. So we finally have an announcement, which just, I don't know why it took so long, but it did. It's happened. We're at 563 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you again. We're VACQ looking hopefully for a nice little pop here. There's a lot of speculation on the Rocket Lab and the space sector. It sounds like there's a lot of interest in this area coming up. We're now open on the markets. I'm showing SoFi right now at 1631. The low was 1626. Not surprised at the little dip at the beginning. It doesn't bother me. I'm actually looking for a very good day on your SoFi. We're going to keep an eye on the volume there. Showing it at 1632 now, a little better. GameStop, I'm showing 183.78 down 230. I'm showing only 50,000 shares traded, by the way, on GameStop. ATIP, not yet trading. Last was 772. We're waiting for that to open. We got AMC down $1.28 right now. That's what's going on there. Back to VACQ quickly. 1090 up 15 cents so far. We just opened up between 1083 and 1105 on just a little bit of volume at this point. 40-odd thousand shares. VACQ Vector Acquisition is going to become Rocket Lab coming up August 20. Things are happening here. We have another takeover coming, and that is for our friends over at, I think it's Starboard, SVAC. Yep, Starboard. They're having their meeting in what is it, 6 days. They're going to be taken over, so Sextra is going to take them over. Okay, let's take a look again now. We're at SoFi at 1621 down 35. We got GameStop down $1.82 at 183.94. ATIP unchanged 772. AMC down 99 cents 39.79. Gord's up 28 cents to $14. Haven't seen that in a while. ME unchanged 9.20. Fifth Wall up a nickel 12.40. Vector up 11 to 10.86. Early indications. We got IBM down a nickel. The Dow down 28 or 31 or so. Wishy-washy start. S&P is up 2. NASDAQ up 37 right now. This is what we have. Early morning start right now. SoFi sitting at 1616. This is a fake out. This is an opportunity dip right here to scoop this stuff cheap. We were trading last night in the aftermarket at 1675, 1680, just so you know. But again, there's speculation on SoFi all over the place. There are day traders jumping all over the stock. Don't forget, there is a huge contingent of shorters out there who are running for their lives right now. They're going to try to hold this market down as long as they can. It's not going to work. It will backfire on them. We're already bumping back up. We hit 1614. We're now at 1620, 25. When this thing snaps the other direction, and it will, this thing will pop, and it will pop dramatically. This morning, I'm looking at this going, This is not a serious sell-off. This is simply an attack by shorters trying to hold it down to kind of start the morning off. I don't think it's going to work on them. 1.29 million traded right now. Not enough volume to stop this stock in the big picture of things. My personal opinion, let's see if I'm right or not. Time will tell. 16.19 down 37 cents. GameStop only down $1.35. Not giving up ground. ATIP up a penny, 7.73. AMC down 1.45 to 39.33. We've got Gores sitting between $13.95 and $14 right now, up 23 cents. 23andMe up a penny, 9.21. Fifth Wall up 5 cents to 12.40. Vector up 14 cents to 10.89. Vector will become Rocket Lab August the 20th. We are getting definitive dates of absolute takeouts and takeovers. It's about time. We've been very patient here since February, March, and April on all these SPACs, waiting for the announcements to finally come on through. So there we are. Let's see what else is going on here. We've got SoFi now 16.19, 16.11 right now, 16.11. This is a dip, and you got to take advantage of this if you can. 16.09, this might be your chance to scoop some cheap SoFi here, down 47 cents. I don't think it's going to last. It touched 16.01 apparently, 15.98. Now it's 16.04. It's jumping around down here. There's a war going on. 1.6 million traded. There is a real battle happening here on the SoFi. 16.05 now, hit 15.97, I think, for the low. I'm trying to keep up with it. It's jumping around a lot right now. 15.91 was the low, 15.98 right now, 1.8 million traded. There is a battle royale going on SoFi, 16.01. This second, it is really jumping here. GameStop only down 64 cents. It's coming on. ATIP is up a penny. AMC is only down 40 cents. It's back over $40 to 40.38. Gore's up 3, now only 13.75. It's jumping around. 23andMe down to nickel. Fifth Wall down 2 cents. Vector off 12. So there's a sell wave that's come through. But I don't think it's going to last. We're down only 80 points on the Dow, down 2 on the S&P, and we're up 33 on NASDAQ. SoFi now 16.04, 16.06. Bounced up from the 15.91 1-second low that it had. Just a print is all it was. I bet you they traded 500 shares down there. There's just nothing trading down there. We've got 16.04, 16.05 on SoFi on 1.9 million. 2 million shares practically going through in 7 minutes. Get ready for an interesting day today. What can I say? That's what we got. We've got fun going here on these markets, and we're we're gonna see how it wants to do. Wow, unreal. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about NVIDIA now that they've done their split? Is it a buy? Nope, it's not. The NVIDIA was a buy when they came out with the announcement, when it was $685 a share pre-split. It was a buy up to 700, 710. And then it went up from there. Now it's 198.55. It's over 800 shares, so up to 800. It's over. The 115 has been made. I would not be chasing it here. But that's just, that's just my opinion. Up to you. 1582 on SoFi coming in with another wave. 1581. We've got volume now 2.4 million. We got some real action going here on SoFi. 1591 a share, low of 1580 for a moment. Again, on SoFi, this is again is an opportunity to scoop some cheap paper. A 100 VACQ 12.5 January calls already traded. I'm not surprised about VACQ. It will now light up because the deal is announced for August the 20th. VACQ up 20 cents to 10.95. I would not be surprised if that takes a run too. Gores right now 13.75. We're waiting for it to become Matterport. AMC is up 61 cents to 41.39. AMC's going higher. GameStop up now 186.62. It's gone green. SoFi back up to 16.02 after touching 15.80 for a mere moment of time. We're popping back up on SoFi quickly on 2.53 million. There is buying coming in to pick off these shorters if they want to keep offering a stock. GameStop up $1.20 to 187 now, going higher. Alrighty, let's see. Boom, another 3 SoFi at 16.04. Bingo. Way to go. ME 908 down 12 cents. Gores up 11 now, 13.83. Early morning market, 1610 now in SoFi coming on again. SoFi now up 30 cents in 3 minutes from its low of the morning. Interesting morning. And I think SoFi is going to have a big day today. I don't think this is the first thing in the morning sell-off that's not going to last. That's my hunch. IBM down 52 cents to drive us crazy. Dow is down 108. Microsoft is up $4. Apple up 88 cents. Tesla up 469. There's some power here. There's some serious money coming in here. Amazon is up 24. Facebook up 57 cents. Alphabet up 3. All the FANGs are going higher. That's good news. That's why the NASDAQ is up 33 points. The Dow is only off 98. That's not going to last. 1606 right now on SoFi. Interesting stuff here on the markets. GameStop up 90 cents to 186.71. ATIP up 8 cents now to 780. Hi, Jen. How you doing? AMC up 45 cents. Gore's up 11. We're turning green on most of our stocks, watching for SoFi to see this morning battle continue here between shorters and believers. Let's see. Okay, I scooped 100 SoFi at 1589. Beautiful job. 1601 right now. Yep. People are worried about ME. I would not be worried about it. I would be taking advantage of these dips. Absolute giveaways. Grab this stock. Grab these contracts. If you can grab 750 MEs, man, are you laughing? Pick them up for next January. You'll do so well on this. These sell-offs are an absolute gift. Impatient investors, over-margined maybe, I don't know. These are rare opportunities to scoop a cheap paper company that's drowning in cash. They're coming up with, there's deals happening here. Just be patient. I mean, it's only the first month of trading. You got to take advantage of these dips and get in here and just take the paper off of shaky hands. Absolutely. $16 on SoFi, 1598, 1601 now. GameStop up 53 cents. ATIP up 3. AMC up 8 cents. Gore's up 6. ME 903, 23andMe now 903. We've got FWA, Fifth Wall down 2 pennies. Vector up 6. Navsite down a penny. Starboard down 2 pennies. That's where we're at right now. IBM down 52 cents. Not much of a morning to worry about. The Dow down only 76 now. Was down 110 a bit ago. It's bouncing back quickly. S&P is almost even. It's only down a third of a point. NASDAQ up 32 going higher. Oil up 38 cents to 70.68. All righty, 1602 on your SoFi, 1604. Wouldn't be surprised we get a breakout at any time. August 13, SoFi, $19 call, 60 cents worth a gamble for one. What do you think? $60 is what you're putting on the line for August 13. If you can pick up 18s, even better, but if the stock went to 19, that contract would probably go to $1.20, double your money. But I wouldn't put a zillion into it, but hey, what's wrong with a couple of those? I just picked up another 100 off SoFi. Well done. Good morning, Jen. Let's see, got them at 1593. I picked up more SoFi. I surely need ME to start making me money. 10 more SoFi at 1598. Thank you, shorties. People want SoFi over a 17 tomorrow, Then I think market makers won't let SoFi go there. 1613 now on the stock, holding 2400 SoFi, looking to add more soon. I think it's a 100 plus stock eventually. I'm with you there. Friendly reminder, if you own SoFi, download the SoFi app. It doesn't cost you a thing. Hey, everybody, from GAF, 1612 on SoFi. That is moving higher now. 1613 now. It is coming on from the low of 1580. That is a 32 cent bounce in 5 minutes. 1618, 1620. It's just jumping up now. There's no stock here. There wasn't any anyway. There was nothing for sale other than a short seller trying to hammer the market. They sold, and now there's a gap, and now it's gapping out. 1618 to 1620. 40 cent up bounce on SoFi. Like I said, limited opportunity. Came and went. I don't know where it goes this moment, but technically it's looking good. All right. GameStop at 185.69 down 12 cents. ATIP up 3. AMC down 43 cents. Gore's up 20 cents right now. ME at 913. Let's see. Julie B, Uncle Brucey, excuse me, but I am the expert on investment mistakes and know how to lose money as fast as possible. Until I met you, now I'm posed to make money on SPACs. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I'm glad I found you. Thank you, Julie, for your kind words. I have a covered call for SoFi, $21 for July 30. Really hope I don't get called away. Well, even if you do, you get your 21 plus the premium. I mean, you're probably making money. We've got a new member, Tycal. Welcome to the channel. 1619, 1625 on SoFi now. Down only 30 odd cents. We're moving higher. Download a SoFi app, open up an account, and they have awesome customer service. Always a big sell-off in the morning. Uncle Bruce, if SoFi squeezes, what should we expect to do with our stocks and call options? Please include price points. Thank you. Well, the stock will just go higher. I mean, this stock is so undervalued here. It's a $28, $30 market. That's where it should be. It's practically at half its price. I mean, this thing's got a lot of room on the upside here. The first $5-6 from here will not be too much of a problem. And I just expect that this stock is just going to get more and more known as this name gets, spread out there. It's going to be a very active stock for years. Eventually, it'll be a takeover target, but right now, these guys are making a move into online banking, and I like it. Anyway, there you have it. Uncle Bruce, is 200 to 205 still a good strike price for GameStop covered calls for next Friday? Yeah, not a bad idea. If the shares of GameStop do a little pop this morning to 190, 195, you might want to look at 205s, maybe 210s. Just keep an eye on this market between now and, say, the next 2 or 3 hours and see what it's going to bring us, because it doesn't look like it wants to back off at all. 16.16 on SoFi, 185.48 on GameStop. GameStop's only up 33 cents. Looking good. Gore's 13.92, up 20 cents. Yeah, baby, $200 SoFi at $15.98, sold at $16.17. There's a flip right there. Woohoo! Can be done. $16.15 right now on SoFi as we are jumping about all over. But we'll see how this guy wants to go today. I like it. It's 3.4 million traded in 16 minutes. That's pretty good. That is good action. There's buying coming in here. A ton of buying. Let me take a look at SoFi options right now, see if I have anything on volumes to be talking about. We've had 300 and 500 of the 1650 and 17s trade that expire tomorrow. They're trading at 37.25 cents each. Next week, Friday, we've had 282 of the 18s trade hands, 253 of the 19s, 306 of the 21s going through that expire next week. Interesting. So there's folks picking up options for tomorrow and for next Friday. For the Friday after that, we've already got 1,300 15s going through at $2 each. That's a $17 call on your SoFi for 2 weeks from now. That's an interesting block of contracts. We've had 300. What do we got here? Is that right? 300 30s go through of the August 13s. 300 30s. What they're trading at like 8 to 10 cents. Someone's gambling way out there. We've had 1,700 of the August 20 1750s go through. 1,748 at $1.15. So that gambler is saying 1865 in the next 2 weeks for SoFi with some serious option trading. We're also seeing contracts trading as high as 35 now as well. They're trading out at 35 in August. We've got, let's see, nothing much September, October, nothing much yet. January contracts for SoFi. We've got nothing much yet. We have some 1750s, 100 at $3.50 a piece. That's $21 on SoFi. So it's the close-in contracts that are absolutely trading the most interesting activity. 1607 right now on SoFi. Bart, thank you for this donation. A little while ago, you said it might be a good idea to write put options on SoFi. 35s for January as an example. Would writing put options be a valuable strategy? If you can get the right premium on them, it's a great way to go, writing put contracts on SoFi, because you're guaranteeing to buy the stock at a set price. You'll be paid a premium upfront to do it. The key is to get a premium plus plus time value. That's the secret to making it work. And so, yeah, I do like that strategy. We did cover that this past weekend in our classes. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Nice to see you all joining in. We've got some action on SoFi here. 1609 right now on the stock. We've got GameStop down $1.86. We have ATIP a penny higher. AMC down 94. Gore's now up 23 to 13.95 again. 23andMe teasing everybody at 9.08. We've got FWAA down 2 cents. We've got VACQ up 16 cents. VACQ is having their shareholder meeting August 20th. That's been announced as of this morning. We now know that obviously we were watching SVAC. Their meeting is coming up in 5-6 days. The SPACs are quickly becoming standalone publicly traded companies. Another attack on SoFi right now, $15.98 to $16. We're getting a lot of action on SoFi right now. The volume, 3.7 million in 20 minutes, going through on SoFi at 1601. We reached 1620 and we came back to 1598. Now we're back to 1604 again. We're jumping around. The low of the day, though, 1580. And I don't know if we're going to see that a second time, but at the moment it's at 1604, 1605 right now on your SoFi. Alrighty, the Dow down 52, now only down 47. So that's coming back. S&P down a point, NASDAQ up 26. So there's what's going on right now. Excuse me. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, that parent needs to take Uncle Bruce's classes. There we are. I've been talking about not writing any call contracts on SoFi until it gets to 25, 30 in that range. That's kind of where I really would like to see the stock before you think about writing calls. You can write puts if you want, because you're betting that the stock will go up. And if you're writing puts that are September's or October's or January's, you can get a nice premium to write maybe a $25 put or a $30 put. You can get a nice fat premium on top of the book value. Might be worth your while, because you might get such a premium that your cost of the stock might be $13, $12. You might have some real good deals there. I like it. Let's see. Puts, my bad, says Free Thinker. That's it. It was puts. Let's see. I agree. David, you're right. A lot of these contracts are part of a larger play, though. You can't really conclude that they're expecting a certain price when option writers are hoping it doesn't hit that price. I understand, David. There's a lot of gamblers out there looking for a quick shot, and they found SoFi to start gambling on, which is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. I want to see a lot of day trading on SoFi. I want SoFi to be talked about by everybody. I want SoFi to be as heavily talked about as AMC, as GameStop, and other stocks. This is what we want. Exposure, exposure, exposure. If we start trading 30 million, 50 million, 70 million shares a day, this stock is gone. There will not be enough paper available down here to satisfy that kind of buying interest. That would be terrific. Of course, the contracts will go nuts, obviously, with it, and that's what we want, because we are in here picking off contracts at different prices as the stock's been falling down. And then there's the other factor, and that one is, has there been a buyer systematically picking off this stock as it's been coming down, buying it up, buying it up, buying it up, and also now acquiring, while the stock is down here, 1597, acquiring a ton of contracts the last couple of days? Are they loading up on this stock for a potential run into the 18-20 neighborhood, maybe 22, 24? That would make this individual or hedge fund or whoever this is very wealthy very quickly. 1601 on the stock right now. We are jumping back and forth like crazy with all kinds of trading. 3.9 million shares. Thousands of contracts are already going through. Most interesting. I got a 1450. We'll be getting more. Let's see. The alert. I hope you got your alert. How do I get my alert? Take a look at your community tab on my homepage. You should have received your alert as a member of this channel already. I bought two 10, 15 October $25 calls for 90 cents each. So there you go. Let's look for a shot. Let's go. Yeah, listen, all I want to do, I just want to be out of here. I just want to play golf every day, anywhere I want. Is that too much to ask? I mean, come on. Check notifications, says John. Let's see. How long does it take for these stocks to pay dividends? Sometimes years. You're not here for dividends. SoFi Jan 10s are on for $6.93. So that's a premium of 93 cents. Sounds like a good deal, huh, Bruce? It's cheap, But if you're going to pay $6.93 for an option, you can buy the stock at 16.06. You might be able to even get it on margin at $8 or $9 or $10. Then you have no expiry date. So, it's kind of one of those. But if you can pick off 12 and a halves, 12.50s without too much premium, I'd go there, or maybe 15s. But take a look, 16.08 now on your SoFi. Got a 15.50 August 13 SoFi call for $1.60. We're now you're in the money now at what is that? 58 cents in the money. Quickly down to $1 cost. 16.11. Yep, you betcha. Let's see. SoFi is great, but GameStop is life-changing for many generations. Where are my notifications? Rita wants to know. Oh, John, Uncle Bruce, my brokerage is telling me that SVAC options are only available to close, not open. That makes no sense whatsoever. I'll have to wait a few days. That makes no sense. There should be no problem buying SVAC contracts. Your broker has to be replaced. That is absolutely ridiculous. I do not understand what is happening here unless there's a real good explanation for this, which I can't think of one. That's ridiculous. And do any of your classes this weekend touch on option spreads? No, that will be probably next week. We're going to talk about option spread strategies. We're going to talk about butterfly spreads and others. We're going to go into more complicated option strategies next weekend. This weekend is for noobs. This is the noobs weekend. If you're new to trading, you got to know what to do and what not to do. We're going to cover that this Saturday and Sunday. Some of you who are really into complicated options trading, you might be interested in next week's series of classes. Oh, we're going to have fun around here. Let's see. Yes, SVAC options are extremely like traded, almost no bids, so much. So I'm a bit concerned if there's a pop, there might be no album to sell to. Market makers are always buying that stock, those contracts. There will always be a market. If the stock goes, contracts will trade. Don't worry. I bought 5 $15 December contracts, 40 cents each on ME. Cheap. $200 bet right there. Oh, butterfly. Oh, my. Here we go. SoFi 1610 right here. Volume now on SoFi. 4.1 million shares in 26 minutes. GameStop down 210 and 183.71. ATIP up 3 cents to 7.75. AMC down 122 to 39.56. Gores holding a gain of 3 cents, 13.75. ME down 9.11, down only 9 cents. 23andMe was as low as 8.94. Did you get any? It's now 9.11. Fifth Wall down 2 pennies. Vector up 10. NAV site down a penny, Starboard down a penny. IBM down only 53 cents at 140.77. When will it pop? That is the question. I really think this should be a 150 stock. If you can go out long enough on options on IBM, like next year, January, February, March, April, May, June, anywhere out there, and you can pick off 140s, 135s, 137s in the money IBMs, or 142s, 43s, just out of the money. Those might be very attractive. And that stock pops to 150, 60. You are going to be smiling from ear to ear. We're down 90 points on the Dow. Microsoft up 377. Apple up $1.59. Tesla up $1.49. I like Microsoft, Apple. I like them both. Look at long-term options over there. Royal Caribbean down to $1.71, 77.23, backing off. Norwegian off 92 cents, Carnival off 80 cents. They're going to go back down again. Amazon up $32, Facebook up 77 cents, Alphabet up $11. We've got Goldman Sachs down 340 to 370 bucks. That stock is on sale at 50% off. That should be 750 bucks a share. It's at 370. Buying long-term contracts on this one, not a bad idea. Trading at 6.8 times earnings, and they have real earnings. Real earnings. SoFi 16.13 now, down 42 odd cents, coming on little by little. We'll see how this one trends here. It could have an update today. It really could have an update when it's all said and done. The shorters could be given their last shot here before they get murdered. It could be fun. Go Microsoft, says Testy Donkey. Bobster, he's on SoFi as it is hot right now. What can I say? Bulls and pigs and Bulls, Bears, and Pigs on SoFi. How about that? 16.17 now on the SoFi shares as they're coming on bit by bit right now. All right, there you have it. The Dow's down 83, the S&P down 3, NASDAQ up 21 points. Heard this morning that I think it was Southwest Airlines declared a profit for that they're saying we're making money now. They've got so much traffic going that they're back to profitability. U.S. unemployment claims jumped 51,000 to a 9-week high of 419,000. Microsoft price target raised to 325 from 305 by Bank of America. And I've heard more upgrades on Microsoft lately. 16.16, 16.18 on SoFi. Popped up another couple of pennies. 16.20 now on SoFi. Popped up again. This is moving higher. 16.22 now. This thing is definitely popping up right now. SoFi coming on with some price gains. Gore's up 16 cents now to 13.88. Right on. What can I tell you? We are looking better. What else can I tell you? Interest rates are going to stay down. I'm thinking, especially because of the European news. It's boring, but you got to know it. I just am expecting U.S. rates, Canadian rates will stay low for quite some time yet. Down only 48 on the Dow, coming on. S&P went positive, up 1.1. NASDAQ now up almost up 39 points. 16.24 on your SoFi, coming on again. This is the best level since the opening. Right now, down only 33, 32 cents, something like that. We were as low as 15.80 on SoFi for a moment or two, and that was it. And now we're popping back up here, so looking good. GameStop down $1.89, not a problem today on GameStop. It is not giving up much more ground. 183.92. Those of you who have options expiring tomorrow, you might want to be looking at buying them back and getting ready to write new ones. Their stock has done well this week, from the 160s to the 184 range right now. Even touching 190 something this week. That's nice. That was a nice pop. 39.70 on AMC, down $1.08. Gore's up 20 cents now to 13.92. Interesting. Something came out on, I thought I saw something on Gore's. I believe it's Matterport is announcing a earnings report. They're going to announce, I think they're going to announce earnings. Let me double check that. I thought I saw something about your company, Matterport. Let's just triple check. Yes, they're going to announce their fiscal results August the 11th. So second quarter results for Matterport will be out August the 11th. So that's in 3 weeks. They've announced that. And also ATIP, we heard last night during the day yesterday that they too were coming out with their earnings report. ATIP, they were going to come out with an earnings report. I think it is before the opening on Monday. That's what I think it was. They're going to announce their second quarter Monday morning before the opening. So we have today, we have tomorrow, and then Monday morning pre-market. In that time frame, they will come out at 8 o'clock, about a half an hour before the opening, with their second quarter financials. $7.77 on ATIP right now, up a nickel, and their report comes out Monday morning. It'll be interesting to see how the stock reacts between now and Friday night, tomorrow night, and then we'll see on the pre-market Monday. SoFi now 16.21 is the trade right now. We've had volume on SoFi now of 4.5 million. Very active today. GameStop 184.55 down $1.26. It's just not giving up any ground at the moment. The Dow now down 76, dipping a bit again. S&P down 1.8 and NASDAQ up 35.8 points. U.S. existing home sales rose 1.4% to 5.86 million in June. Another strong number. Leading economic indicators for the United States jumped 0.7% for June. These are just coming out in the last minute or so. The Dow at the moment down 71, S&P down 1.8, NASDAQ up 37.9. So we're getting some interesting comments right here. 16.13 right now on SoFi. Just touched 1624, 1623. Now it's 1611. A little wave coming in again on SoFi. 1609. More selling coming in on SoFi on volume of 4.63 million. 1611, 1609. Just a 10-cent dip just came through. 1604. Another 5 cents. 1609, 1604 on your SoFi. Another attack. This reminds me of GameStop, how this thing is reacting. It's the same play. Shorters come in, hit the stock. Buyers come in, buy it up, and goes higher. 1607, 1604, right at the moment, down 48 cents in the early market hours. But it looks to me like it went down 3 steps, then it came up 2, down 1, up 2, down 1. We're doing that ever since we hit the low this morning. 1605 right now, last trade. The low of the day, 1580 on the stock. 1608 last trade now on SoFi. 4.7 million traded as we watch this trading pattern continue on the SoFi. The Dow is down 74, S&P down 1.4, NASDAQ down 34 points. That's what we got. That's where we're at. Watching what's going to happen here. It had 27 million volume yesterday. That's right. Let's see. Here we go. MTTR symbol, July 23rd. That's tomorrow for Gores Holdings. MTTR, new stock symbol tomorrow. Matterport. And then 3 weeks from now, the first report as a public company, the second quarter financials come out for Matterport in 3 weeks. SoFi are now back to 16, 13, 14. Just jumped like a dime. 16, 15, just popped a dime from 605 here to 614, 615 right now. So SoFi popping back up. 4.72 million coming through again, 1612 to 15. Wow, interesting. Let's go. Matterport raises nearly 605 million gross proceeds, begins trading July 23 under ticker MTTR. I just picked up 5 January 21 contracts, says Kevin Finch. I'm assuming on SoFi, but I don't know. 1612, 1610. SoFi jumping back and forth again. Around and around we go, guys. ATIP up 7 cents to 779. Gores up 16 to 1388. 23andMe at 909 down 11. Fifth wall unchanged. Vector up a nickel. IBM down 41 cents, trying to come back. The Dow down 90. S&P down 2.5. NASDAQ up 32. 1613 on your SoFi, down 43 cents at the moment. Interesting morning to say the least. Now 1614 a share. Okay. Very good. Lots going on, isn't there? Just a ton of stuff going on. A big attack on GameStop, says Cap. That's down 438 at 181.43. Not that big. See. The U.S. existing home medium sales price rises to a record of $363,000 in June. That's up 23.4% year on year. Average house in the United States now, $363,000. Wow. Very, very fascinating. Dow now 92, S&P down 3.25. SoFi 1606, 1607, 1605, 1609, really jumping about at the moment. GameStop down 539 to 180.42. ATIP 778 up 6 cents. AMC 38.87 down $1.91. Gores up 12 cents, 13.84. 23andMe down a dime. We've got Vector up 7 cents right now, and Microsoft up 3.60. Apple up $1.60. Tesla up $2. We got the cruise stocks under pressure. We've got Amazon up $32. Facebook up $1. Google up 9. Not doing too bad. As the Nasdaq still up 26 points. The Dow down 87. S&P down 3.3. 1612 on SoFi down 45 cents. VACQ calls are on the cheap today. Limit orders are awesome. There you go. Beach Boy, hi Uncle B, is GameStop July 30th, 185 strike for 1050. A good call contract to write. 185 for July 30. A little too close for comfort. I wouldn't want to be writing 185s right now. The stock's down $5 at the moment, but I'm really not too worried that we're into a bad day here on the GameStop. I'd be waiting maybe till this afternoon and see if this GameStop pops back to 185, 190, you might be looking at 200s or 205s or 210s. Just kind of stay back right now and out of the way of the stock. Wouldn't be writing 185s. I mean, you're right, Bruce. I meant big in comparison to the sell order that came in 35 in one go. I understand. Right on, buddy. 1612 now on SoFi, popping back up again. Interesting how it goes. Dow is only down 65, just popped up. S&P is only down a point. It just popped up a couple of points. NASDAQ back up to 26. A little sell wave came in, and now the buy wave is coming in. Very interesting on these markets. Very, very interesting, guys. All right. Take a look here about any other headlines that I can find for you. Let's see. DD shares slid 3.3% pre-market on report Chinese government mulling serious penalties for the U.S. IPO. I tell you, this is just an absolute warning shot. Get out of Chinese stocks and stay out. Don't go anywhere near these guys. This is scary stuff. We got the SoFi now 1614 again, popping back up again. Yeah, AT&T tops expectations, earnings expectations, as their numbers went higher, and they're showing low turnover on their phone services. Very good news there. Let's see. Waiting for updates coming up. Waiting for earnings reports coming up on Apple. I think that's next week. We'll be watching that closely. SoFi right now 1615 on the stock now. Popping up again a little bit. 1617 on SoFi, coming on again. GameStop just went up a buck, 181.39. 34-point drop on the Dow, coming on again. This SP went positive. It was negative 3.5, now up 1. NASDAQ up 27. More buying power coming into the market right now. Oh boy, 16, 16, 16, 12, 16, 15 on SoFi. We're jumping around. GameStop down only $4 here. No serious selling coming in on GameStop. ATIP is holding a gain of 4 cents right now. AMC back to 39.02. Gore still up 6 cents. ME down 11. Vector up 8. That's what we have at this point. Let me take a look here at any other announcements, any other news. Let's go to Wall Street Journal. Headlines, Wall Street Journal. Let's go. Federal Reserve ramps up debate on taper timing. Pace says they're doing a lot of deliberation, but I can tell you, I doubt they will. I really doubt they will. Europe is in a recession and rates are at 0. I don't know if they have a shot here. Yeah, let's see. John Van is thinking 6 days. GameStop will be approaching the 215.30 range. Let's see. In my whole life of trading, 7 months, I've never been more excited to see Gore's change to MTTR. I have a long position in Taiwan Semiconductor. Do you think this is a concern with the issues with China? No, I don't. I don't think that's going to be an issue there. We've got 1614 now on SoFi. GameStop down 435. ATIP 777. The lucky sevens are on ATIP right now. Okay. People are going to go, hey, where's my GHVI? What happened to that? I didn't know it was going to change the Matterport. I had no idea. 1382 right now. American Airlines and Southwest lifted by recovering demand, government aid, and Bitcoin is failing its first inflation test. Headline. Let's see. Yeah, China's push to purge organized crime casts shadow over private businesses. Yeah, well, whatever. It's considered with cemetery design production for the warehouses for delivery market. Inflation pushes customer goods giant to accelerate price increases. Unilever, the maker of Dove soap, and Hellmann's mayonnaise, warned of more price increases across a range of products as it seeks to counter cost inflation across its businesses. Shortage of railroad workers threatens recovery. I've not heard that one before. And Yeah, what can I say? Let's see. Any other announcements here? No, not much else. Another condo building evacuated after building deemed unsafe. A 70-year-old place called Regent's Palace, just blocks away from Champlain Towers, that collapsed last month, leaving 100 people dead. The other building, these folks have been evacuated right now, so they are homeless right now, and that means you're not going back. If you're once you're out, you're out. You're never going back. 1620 on SoFi right now on SoFi. GameStop down 645 down to 179.36. A little dip there. ATIP up 3 cents. AMC down 205 to 38.73. Gore's up 15 now to 13.87. Those are kind of the headlines that I'm seeing here, kids. We'll see what's going on. SoFi, 16.15 to 19 to 20 is the market on SoFi. The Dow is down 47 points. S&P up 2, NASDAQ up 26. SoFi 16.19 right now. Just reaching the 16.25 level, put SoFi at the highest level since the opening. So we're threatening a new high intraday since the opening trades dropped the market down. Low today, 1580. We're now up almost 40 cents, or up 40 cents from the low right now, 1620. Volume on SoFi, 5.16 million shares. Yep, that is buying power coming in here. Let's take a look at options again on SoFi. Options trades. Looking for volume right now. June 2,700 have gone through. They're trading at 50 cents a piece right now, 52 cents. So they're trading this at 16.52 for a contract that dies tomorrow. We've had 3,000 of the 1650s go through at the 25.30. We've had 4,700 of the 17s trading at 15 to 20. So they need 17, 15, 17, 20 to break even. We're at 16.20 right now. We've had 4,700 contracts trade. There's action there. Contracts that trade expire next week, Friday, on SoFi. We've had 1,400 of the 1650s go through at 75, so that's 17.25. We've had 3,000 of the 17s go through at 55 to 60, so that's a 17.60 break even. We've had 2,100 of the 18s go through at 40 cents a piece, that's 18.40. 1,200 of the 19s go through at 25, that's 19.25 for next Friday on SoFi. That's the gambling going on here. We're at 16.20 right now, up down 36 cents on the day. Back, we've come back 40 cents from its low trade of the day. GameStop just went back over 180 to 180.28. Taking a look at other SoFi contracts, August 1550s, $1.40, 16.90 price. We've had 1650s, 1750s trade heavily for August the 6th, that's like 2-3 weeks from now. They're trading at $1, 70 cents to $1, depending on the contract. So these guys need 18.50 to break even on these things. We've got action on August 13s, 1750s and 18s again from $1, 77s to $1 per contract. Lots of action. Oh, and heavy action here. August 20. The 15s, 13,000 existing contracts. We've got trading on the 15s, the 1550s, the 16s. We have lots of trading on the 1750s, 4,400 of them at $1.10. That's 18.60. 2,000 of the 20s are going through at 50 cents a piece, 55 cents a piece. 2,400 of the 25s are trading at 15, 16 cents. There's gamblers out there really reaching for serious priced contracts, way out contracts, only a few weeks out, looking for movement up into the 25 neighborhood now. Speculators into the 15s for September 17th, paying $275.74. So they're looking at $17.75 for September's. The October contracts, we have no serious volume on October's. Let's look at January's. Nothing serious on the January's yet. There is trading, though, out to the 20s, 25s, and even 30s. There are guys buying up contracts for $1.25, $30 call options. They're buying at $1.25, $1.30. Amazing prices are paying for your SoFi contracts. 1612, 1613 right now on SoFi. All right. Let's go. Uncle Bruce, I finally have 100 shares of GameStop. I'm looking to write my first call with today's dip. What price date should I consider? Well, I wouldn't write one at the moment. We are down 550 on the stock. Let's see if there's a recovery today, maybe into the 185, 190 neighborhood. That happens, you might be looking at a 200 to 210 contract for next week. We'll see what that looks like. So just sort of stay tight, stay put. Don't get anxious. Just be cautious and be patient to pick your spot here. What else have we got going on? Gore's up 37 cents to 1409. 1409 on Gore's, changing their symbol tomorrow. Okay, Fifth Wall up a nickel. Vector up 6 cents. But we have a 44-cent pop on Gore's. This is the high of the day here, 14, 16, 18 now on 145,000 shares, zero volume. And it's moving up. We're up 44 on Gore's. All of you should be happy with your Gore's today. 16, 14, and 15 on SoFi right now is where we're at the moment. Poised for a move? Maybe. Okay, let's see. I can't wait for August the 20th. A good time. Uncle Bruce, you think this split, you think it's a good buy? Yeah, I still do. I think IBM will be a good move. I really do. That's why I like long-term options. I really like the long-term options. If people are buying SoFi 30s for next week, should I be selling SoFi 30s? No, I don't think so. You wait a little bit here for the pop, and then you'll be writing contracts for some real nice premiums, much higher, nice high premiums, but much bigger premiums your way. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, GameStop will bounce. I reckon these big sells normally indicate a slow recovery over the day back to opening price or above. We'll find out. 180.32 on the GameStop, down 549. 16.16 on SoFi right now, down 40. Yeah, Gore's 1405, up 33. The Dow down 52, S&P up 1, NASDAQ up 33. Oil up 46 cents to 70.76 right now. Okay. Let's see. Thanks, Uncle B. You got it, John. Getting ready to have some fun. John, you'll be writing in no time. Do not fret. You'll be writing soon. Let's see. Gore's up to 1401 right now. Yeah, I would not be into GE at all. Not at all. Avoid GE. Intel earnings today and expectations. Rumors are lower, but I don't know. Right now, Intel down 45 cents to 55.78. I'm a long-term believer in this company. It's trading at 12.5 times earnings. They say that Intel is poised for earnings drop amid semiconductor short squeeze. And then another article says Intel reporting earnings today, expectations are high. You tell me what that means. Announcement yesterday, Intel and Airtel collaborate to accelerate 5G. There's just all kinds of mixed messages on Intel. I'm a long-term believer in the stock. I like it. I think long-term calls are the way to go on this thing. Maybe long-term puts might be another way to write them. Might be another way to go, but I'm a long-term believer. SoFi just got nailed here at 1604, 1605. SoFi coming into some selling at 5.5 million now. We are at 1604, 5 and 6. At the moment, we just had a sell wave come through, or a couple of them, to drop this stock down to 1604, 1602 right now, 1598. This is not natural. This is programmed, targeted selling of SoFi. This is not natural. 1596, it is being hit deliberately with sell orders to drop the price. 1594 right now, 1594.96 at the moment on SoFi, getting hit right here on purpose by sellers. This is your chance to get a dip. Try to buy your contracts on a dip. 1594, 1599 right at the moment. 1597 on SoFi. Volume 5.64 million. 1599, 1598. Watching these markets jump back and forth and back and forth. We're getting these occasional sell waves on SoFi to try to break the back of the stock. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't think so. Too much buying coming in on the option side, telling me something's up. 1596, 1598 right now, 1597. down 3.5%. It's not a big drop, but it is dramatic, and it makes for interesting viewing. I got to tell you, $15.97.98 right now, $16. Again, watching this wave of activity, 1601, now 02. Look at how that goes. It's amazing how this fluctuates, just back and forth, nickels and dimes, and then recovery and down and up and down and up. 1602 again. What can I say? The Dow down 54, S&P up 0.6. 1602 on SoFi right now. Was just at 1596 or 1598. Now 1602. Watching to see what the next level will be. 1604 just popped up 2 more cents. Let's see. Bruce, Uncle Bruce, are calls 3 weeks or a month out in the money sometimes good if it revolves around earnings and they're thought to be positive for a call or two, not crazy YOLO gambling like Wall Street Bets guy do? It's not a bad strategy, but again, you should be far out, like 5 weeks, 8 weeks maybe, just to give yourself this protection. Sometimes stocks will react badly for a week and then cooler heads prevail and the bargain hunters come in, and next thing you know, the stock pops dollars on you. And you just don't want to be without the call. That you want to do. $16 again on SoFi. Update: SoFi remains second most talked about ticker on Wall Street Bets. Now they're on 90% positive sentiment. Interesting. 15.98 on it. Nicholas J. Mara, the 30 strike on SoFi calls for next week is only a $3 bid. I wouldn't write that because for some reason it goes to 35. If it does, what am I going to do with $3? Mind you, you'll be taken out at 30. So if you write a 30, you'll be paid 33. So keep that in mind. 1601 on the stock now. I bought GE at 5, so I made easy money, but that split is making it easy to sell. Left alone, just waiting for the dividend. Then bye. Right on. Uncle Bruce, I bought some calls because of the volume, and that didn't work for me at all. Interesting. Papa SoFi is going at 17 would make much better viewing. Well, yeah, I agree. We're at 16 right now. On these days off, Bruce wears a bowler hat, monocle, and a nice cane with a diamond handle. Uncle Bruce, is this a good idea to set up a retirement as a dividend stock account? Nothing wrong with that. Fenville, Uncle Bruce cash cover put strategy on SoFi. I got 3 contracts of August 27th of SoFi 15 put for $1.15 premium. So I bought the puts at $1.15, and I'm pocketing through. So you sold them. You had to have written. You didn't buy them. You must have written them if you got money. So if 15 is assigned to me by 820, then I have 300 shares for $13.85. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. You got paid $1.15 to buy stock at $15. That's right. So that means you're coming up $13.85 if necessary. August 27th. If the stock stays above 1380, stock stays above 15, you keep the $1.15 as free money. That is correct. Between now and the 27th, right? Meant 3 cents on that bid, not $3. Jake, I agree. It's not worth it. AB, playing options around earnings is always a gamble. The earnings are backed into the premium via. Yes, that's true. Dave Fenville, now you can wheel your shares. Interesting. $16 on SoFi, down 56 cents. 180 again on GameStop, down 555. 776 on ATIP, up 4. Gore's up 32 to 1404. Dow down to 69. S&P up 70. NASDAQ up 36. SoFi just popped to 1605. Just popped up 1605. 1607. Hey, Jen.
Hey there. Is it bagel time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's bagel time. It is so bagel time. You know what I would love? If you would do me a favor, reach into our freezer and bring out one of those
everything bagels?
and just nuke it first and then
No,
toast
I'm going to
it.
give it to you frozen.
Oh, I can lick it like
go.
a popsicle.
There you go.
Yay! 1608 on SoFi. Yay! But I would love today. What would I love today? How about? Oh, I know. Toast that sucker up and butter it up, and then 1 slice of cheddar on each half, nuked.
Okay.
After the toasting, it'll melt it right in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds delish. Yeah. Real cheddar cheese nuked on it. Oh, on everything bagel. 1604 to 1608 on SoFi right now. Jumping around like crazy here. Volume on SoFi now, kids, 5.9 million. Right on is what we got. Woo! Everyone's saying hi, Jen. Hi, Jen from Eddie and Calf. Bagel time, bagel time. Hey, Jen, good man. Yay, bagel time. Eddie, bagel time. 1602, 1604 on SoFi at the moment. GameStop 180.59 down 522. ATIP 776. Gore's back to 1390. Sure jumping around, doesn't it? It jumps everywhere. Wow. What can I say? Okay, 69-point drop on the Dow, 1 point gain on S&P, NASDAQ up 42 points. NASDAQ is climbing, and that's the FANG stocks that are getting stronger. Non-fungible token, it's time for a bagel. Yes, microwave fake cheese is a special taste in a good way. Good day, Jen. Bagel, and Bailey's are delicious. Hey, Brewster, just tuning in. Thoughts on that 7% pop in the pre-market on ME? Apologies if you already covered it. Thanks for making me so bloody hungry, by the way, you bugger. I don't have any news on ME as far as specifics, but it is at 908 right now, down a tad. On ME, let me take a peek here. There was something somewhere. Wasn't there something somewhere? Maybe not. I might be confusing this with somebody else. I don't really have any news today on 23andMe. The volume on 23andMe is 367,000 at 908, down 12 cents. Low of the day, 894. And I've just been telling people, just pick it up cheaper. Just keep buying it. Just keep grabbing this stuff. This is on sale for your enjoyment for now. A limited time offer. Get this stuff. 1601 on SoFi right now. As we're watching, we're really keeping an eye on SoFi today at 1601 here. We got bagels coming, baby. Cheddar cheese, real sliced cheddar. Yeah, we got the microwave going. Yes, it's not your microwave. It's my microwave. That's right. Yeah, damn, Uncle Bruce tempting with that custom bagel. Watching Uncle Bruce while cooking bolognese, but I want a cheese bagel right now, says Gio Franco. 15.95 on SoFi. Just dropped the nickel again. We're back to 15.95 on another sell attack coming in on your SoFi. These are not natural sell orders. These are attack orders. Either they're shorting it or they are dumping it on purpose to try to hammer this market. 15.98 down 58 cents right now on your SoFi. 16 now, right back to 16. Interesting how this is playing here. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Also seeing no news on my end. Cheers. Enjoy the bagel. Thank you, Mr. T. Love it. We'll see how we do here. SoFi, $16 again right now. Dow's only down 45, coming on again. It's been threatening to come back and go positive, but it just kind of gets to this level and backs off, and it backs off. It's interesting. S&P up 2.4 and NASDAQ up 39, 15.98 on SoFi now, 15.96. We're looking at IBM down 47 cents, Microsoft up 4.28, Apple up $2. We've got Amazon up 41, Facebook up 2.30, and Google up 13. These FANG stocks are all higher, and they're holding the Dow up. They're holding the Nasdaq up quite nicely. Yeah, but they're the only ones. I'm wondering if the rest of the market is going to catch the FANGs, or the FANG is going to succumb to the rest of the market. Back and forth we go here. Down 51 on the Dow, up 2 on S&P, up 40 on NASDAQ. I think the markets are going higher. That's my thinking. The markets will go higher. So much money available for business. Rates are going to stay low for a while. SoFi, 15.98. That's going to go higher. It's on a limited time offer discount right now, but it's not going to last. It's just not going to last. That's my gut feeling on this. Natural gas was down 4.5 cents. EIA reports a weekly climb of natural gas reserves, 49 billion cubic feet more, tons of natural gas everywhere. We're down on natural gas. That might also affect oil. It's now only up 33 cents a barrel. There you go. 1586 on SoFi, getting hit. 1584. They're going for a new low. 1584, 1586 on SoFi. SoFi getting hit here, but now back to 1594. It just had a 10-cent drop and then a 10-cent bump. Didn't hit a new low of below 1580, but they tried it. They're trying to break this market to a new daily low. 1594 last trade on SoFi. Will SoFi break to a new day low trade? 1591. They're trying to hit it again. They're coming in with stock. 6.32 million traded in an hour and 4 minutes. 1585 right now. They're coming in with it. 1589. They're trying to hit this market. No mercy being shown. 1587. Trying to crap out the SoFi market right now. They're trying to hit it. There's buys at 1580, but don't know how much. 1587, 1589, 1590. We're jumping around like crazy right now. Crazy. Anyway, there it is. Uncle Bruce, the live report showing SoFi short. 41% of the float is shorted. We're trading at 1585.88 right now, near the low of the day. Just got some here at 1595, 1593. People are buying it up. It's a sale, 1588. Get yourself in there at 1585, 1584, 1582, 1581. See if it comes to you. 1587 last trade, now 1586. Volume is now 6.49 million. It's coming in, but it is not natural selling. This is targeted shorting, deliberate selling coming in right now on your SoFi. Chuck Norris is the Bruce Frommer of Karate. 7,782 buys at 1580. We got buyers there, 1588 right now, 1587 right now. Apple is an absolute no-brainer. Anti-PC, she is laughing right here. 1587.88 now 1591. There's a big support at 1580. The question is, are a couple of million coming in? Because that could happen. I don't know, but it could. But we've had over 6 million trade. About $100 million of stock trade already on SoFi today. A lot of action here. 1591, 1590 on your SoFi. Dow's down 44. S&P up 275. NASDAQ up 44.8. All right. I don't know, Adam. I don't know who it is. I'm not sure what's causing it. I can't tell you. It's not tens of millions of shares coming in. We've only had 6 odd million trade, so it's medium sized players. 1597 now. By the way, we're pushing 16 again. So we'll see. Interesting. 1595 right now on the stock. The volume on SoFi now is showing 6.6 million. So, multiply that by $16. It's $100 million worth of stock changing hands here. A lot of day trading going on. A ton. And option trading as well. Lots going on. Anyway, there it is. We just saw another 20,000 shares of buying power coming in at 1580. 21,000 buying power here. I just picked up 500 SoFi. Meanwhile, at SEC headquarters, they're snoring. 1595 on the stock. Bruce, I've been reading about brokers contacting clients who hold SoFi stock, asking to loan their shares out, and paying rates like 228%. Is that insane or what? Look at this. Ooh. Sliced cheddar cheese melted on top of a toasted everything bagel. Oh, man, is this going to be great. Thank you, Jen, so much. Thank you. This is going to be awesome sauce. 1592 to 93 on SoFi. 181.70 on GameStop. We're going higher now. Down only 394 on your GameStop. ATIP going higher. 781 up 9 cents. Thank you, man. We've got AMC down $1.68 to 39.10. That's improving. Gore's up 13 to 13.85. 23andMe still teasing us at 908. Fifth Wall up a nickel. Vector up a nickel right now. IBM down only 38 cents. Wow, baby, we got something coming. 1593 on SoFi. 1594 now. Okay, we're having the bagel. Let's see if this market wants to go higher, as I have my everything bagel with cheddar cheese on it. Woohoo! My bagel got moldy. It's green. And GME's going up. Thanks, Auntie. It's a sale. I have another limit buy, 1551, just in case. Why not? Why not? Yes, step in there. Put in a buy order. GameStop going to the moon, 181.60. How about that? If you Uncle Bruce, your bagels turn green, don't eat them. He's the Chuck Norris off option trading. AMC is following. The AMC, 38.91. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Lovely. 15.97 on SoFi. Markets are going higher. Dow's down only 38. S&P up 4. NASDAQ up 51. We're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. ATIP, 783 up 11 cents. Earnings Monday morning. Might have a breakout. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be great? Gores up 15 cents. Okay. Oh man, Bruce, you can do a bagel with a peanut butter and jelly on it, have a big bite, and then sing "Oh Canada" in honor of the Kraken, becoming the newest NHL team in Seattle, now with players. Please tell Jen. Thanks for Mark Giordano. SoFi bounce. What's what we're looking for? We're looking for a SoFi bounce right now. Yeah. 1593 on SoFi. The Dow down 28, coming on. 1590 on SoFi. Watching SoFi. $15.95 on SoFi. Craig Savage is saying these short hedgies are so stupid. They're trying to hit us when in reality they gave me more time to load up on more SoFi under 16. Jokes on them. They're idiots. $15.94.96 right now on SoFi. On sale for a limited time only. I heard that clap reminding me of, hey, how about that GameStop? That bagel dance looks like his Yoko dance. It's the only movie he's got. Don't study anything. Oh, look, there's the finger guns. Look out. $15.99 on SoFi. $15.99. Here we go. GameStop down only 423. Wow, let's see what we can get here. The Dow's only down 8 points. It's coming on. It's the high of the day right now. The Dow's at the high of the day. 1601 on SoFi, 1602. Dow down 4. S&P up 7. NASDAQ up 58. We're coming on with the market. The market's coming up. Yeah, Eddie, you got it. Dow down 1.9 points. It's about to go positive. And just keep in mind, the Dow is only 300 points away from a record high. It's that close. Down 1 point on the Dow. S&P up 7. NASDAQ up 58. Right on. Welcome, everybody, to the show. SoFi 1602.03 now, coming back on again. It's bagel time. Mm, 1603 on SoFi. $23andMe just went positive. 922. Humongous. Humongous. Now it's down to 16 to 1603 on SoFi right now. ATIP $10 November calls for 70 cents. Is that a steal? Could be a steal. That could be. ATIP 782 up a dime. Earnings coming up Monday morning. Well, come on with it then. Let's go. NTPCs. Bruce has finger guns, fist pumps, thumbs ups, and bites lips moves. Look out. ME just went green. It tried. It's down again, 2 cents. Bruce, I just love your energy. FYI, SoFi is going to the rocket now. It's going to rocket. 1603. It's going to go. John and his feet are probably doing the Elaine kick. I'm sure they are. Yay, Kev, for 2 seconds. It was positive for 2 seconds. 918 on the ME, down 2 cents. Bagel's so good. The Dow went negative again. It's down 18. SoFi now 1606. Going higher. SoFi. Come on. Unchanged on 23andMe. We're unchanged. I can get a $10 ATIP call for February for $1. I'd buy that one. Yeah, I'd buy that one. I need this. GameStop is teasing us down 630, 179.51. He's so dedicated. He's got bagels on his boxers. 120 now, but still good. Right on, AB. 15.98 again on SoFi. 15.98 to 16 on SoFi. 15.96 now. A little wave coming in again. Little wave. Dow down 32. $15.97 on SoFi. Bagels in his boxers. Oh no. Cloak the saying, Uncle Bruce, when they blame the Reddit crowd for losses, I laughed. What they are really mad about is that the public at large now has a platform to share information globally on good due diligence about the stock market. I agree with that. BWAB, thanks. Just got a $70, just got a 70-cent, $10 call for ATIP. I had $77 sitting around, and now it's working for me. It's working for me. Now you're talking. 784 up 12 cents on ATIP. Volume on ATIP today, 316,000 shares. This is the high of the day range right now, 384, 385. Gore's up 19 cents, 13.91. It starts trading as Matterport tomorrow. 23andMe unchanged at 920 right now. Volume is 412,000. SoFi at 1594.95 on a volume of 7.14 million right now. That's what's going on. 1595 on your SoFi. The Dow is down 25. Got even, went down 35. Now only down 25. Another wave of buying coming on. Let's see what happens. 1595 on SoFi. GameStop back to 180. My. 1596 on SoFi, 1599. Bless you, Jen. Just typical street. Bless you, Jen, says John Van. 1598, 1597 on SoFi now. Dow's down 21. Coming back on again. Microsoft stock hits new high as the street raises price targets ahead of earnings. Looking good. Microsoft right now is up 449 to 285.89. IBM down only 38 cents. Apple up 234. Looking good. We got Amazon up $42. Facebook down is up to 280. Alphabet up 1586. So all the FANG stocks are higher today. We got 1594 on SoFi right now, and waiting to see how much more stock these guys want to dump on us before they run out of bullets. Bruce lives in a pineapple under the sea. Tomorrow, it'll be changing tomorrow. 1597 on SoFi. Gore's $14, up 28 cents. So good. Go Matterport. $16 on SoFi. Oh, that bagel was good. Man, that was fantastic. Bama, babe, way to go. Good job. Nice. Back to $15.91, just to kind of keep us entertained here. We got the $16 on SoFi back to $15.91, $15.93. It's really jumping about. We got the Dow now down 25 points, trying to come back to a recovery here. Volume now on SoFi, 7.27 million today. Hour and a half, not even an hour and a half in. This pace can't keep up with the stock down here. This kind of volume, it can't stay here. It'll get to the point where selling will dry out. If buying demand keeps coming in at this pace, hour after hour after hour, this stock will go to $25 a share. There's just no way there's enough paper to satisfy this kind of interest in the stock. It is, I think, artificial selling. I believe it's shorting $15.91. I believe there are short sellers who have a mission to try to keep the stock down. But someone, either an individual or a group of individuals, I think, are picking up this stock. They are buying it up, and they're taking it, and they're buying options. And something is telling me they are looking at a much higher price. And I kind of wonder if a Ryan Cohen kind of figure is making a move into SoFi. I really wonder if that's what's happening here for a long-term, large stake acquisition to get on the board of directors, and who knows. It will be interesting to see how this pans out. Right now, we're at 1592.93 on SoFi. And I kind of wonder if someone is buying this stuff up. There's a lot of you out there who are picking off deals here, which is great. If you guys are scooping up some cheap stock here, I commend you for it. Same with these options. But something is gnawing at me that there is steady buying being done by someone or some group that are just picking this stuff up. They're taking any shorter out all they want, and they're just picking it up. They're not chasing it too hard. They're just kind of letting it come to them. And we're watching this battle royale happen. 15.95 last trade, 7.3 million volume. We're now pushing a lot of money here, changing hands today and climbing. Going to be interesting to see how this pans out. 15.94 down 62 cents. It looks bad on the print, but there is a support level here and an interest level here into this stock, and I kind of wonder if we are not too far away from a real breakout here. I really wonder. Too much money on the table coming in here. Let's see what we got. Yep, just hang tough, my friend. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. It's coming your way. It'll come your way. 1588 right now on the stock. 1589, 1588. Low of the day, 1580. We're watching this market very closely. ATIP now up 13 cents to 785. Gores at 1397, up 25. 23andMe teasing us all morning. It's now down 13 cents. It got even and up 2 pennies for a moment. 1588 on SoFi right now. 1589 volume now 7.39 million, and I just get the impression that it's just being gobbled up. It's just being picked up here. What can I say? Apple stock target raised to 175 from 165 by Canaccord Equity or Genuity. Canaccord Genuity. Interesting. 1592, 1591, 1592 on SoFi. Watching that very closely. Down 15 on the Dow. We're coming back on again here. S&P up 5.8. NASDAQ up 50. 1592, 1593 on SoFi. The Dow down 12 now. It's coming on. We could have an up day here today. We could end up with an up day here across the board. There's a lot of money coming into this market. Just sit tight, kids. Yeah. Waiting for GameStop to go to 180 again. I just stocked up on SoFi at 15.99. Right on. Sit tight. And Bruce, did you keep your pets when you move? I don't have pets. Any guesses on who it is? I don't know. Timeout sucks, says Kev. Uncle Bruce, a shot in the dark and I'm bored. Do you have an opinion about the demise of Sears? If you guys want to get mad at hedge funds, take a look at the Sears timeline. Yeah, well, Sears and Kmart and JCPenney, massive retailers that have bit the dust. Unbelievable. No real thoughts other than it's just the way it went. Got more GameStop, says Oscar. Got more SoFi, says Oscar. 1591, 1590 right now. The Dow down only 2 points, 2.6 on the Dow. We're about to go positive on the Dow, 0.30, a third of a point on the negative side. The Dow's about to go green. It's going to happen. S&P up 6, NASDAQ up 47. The Dow is about to go green. Watching this market closely. Could be fun. Gores 1406 up 34, coming on again on Gores, which will be Matterport tomorrow. It's going to be Matterport tomorrow. 1406 now, up 34 cents. High of the day, 1418 about an hour ago. Getting ready to go higher on Gores. 1590 on SoFi. Dow down 9. The Dow is really teasing here. Oh, wait. If it goes to 25 before that, August expired, I should use it to buy your glasses. Bruce is a pet shill. Hey, Bruce, bought SoFi 2250 calls October, back around $21. I'm assuming I should just keep holding them. That hurts having lost like 70%. Yeah, I just sit tight. Just sit tight there. 1589 down 67 cents on SoFi. Did you ever did Uncle Bruce? Did you ever use to play sports? I know. Feel your pain. Down 50 cents at the beginning of June. 1590 now on SoFi. 178.42 on GameStop. Down 739. ATIP 785. We're up 13 cents. AMC 37.94 down 284. Gores 1406 up 34. 23andMe down 14 cents. Fifth Wall down 4 cents. Vector up 13 cents. We have the date now for Vector. Vector is going to become Rocket Lab August 20. Just heard that this morning. So that's official now. It's up 13 on Vector. Alrighty. The IBM down 40 cents. The Dow down 20 points. Microsoft up 450 a share, and Apple up 237. SoFi 1588. Low of the day 1580. We're right near the low. We're watching to see if another wave of selling is coming in to try to drop this market. There's a lot of buying here between 1580 and 1585. There's a lot of buying between 1550 and 1580 as well. We'd have to see how much selling is coming in, whether it's going to be enough to drop this thing down. That's the question. No thoughts on this thing here. We'd heard this has been coming for a while. I haven't said this yet today, but why the face IBM? Man, those VACQ calls for 12.5 January around $2 have barely given up ground through the recent bloodbath, starting to go positive. Can't wait till September post-merger. Rocket Lab, baby. There you go. How do you think it'll do? I don't know, but there's interest in the stock. Different market. Bruce's passwords of these questions. Rocket Lab, whatever. Sentiment is $15. Rocket Lab says $15 shortly. Just random guys on Reddit. Stockwise taking that with that. What do you will? $15.93 on SoFi right now. Uncle Bruce, I want to write a call for next week on GameStop, but the stock price seems a bit low right now, 178. Shall I wait till it gets around 185? I would wait. Yeah, I just wait right now. Pete, SpaceX wants to colonize space. There you go. 1588, 1590, 1592 on SoFi right now. 1588 again. We're jumping back and forth. 1408 on Gores. We're going higher again. 1408. We're a dime away from the high of the day on 231,000 shares. All right. Max E. Bruce, I'm watching you on my Oculus Quest. You're a giant head in the sky. Pete, Blue Origin wants to compete with SpaceX. Well, we'll see how that goes. 1590 now on the SoFi. Dow's down 28 points. Cannot seem to get through the break even, although it's been coming up, down, up, down, up, down. Maybe the next run will be the one that'll take it over the top. That's what we're going to see. 1592 on the SoFi right now. Volume now for SoFi is 7.65 million. Volume for GameStop down $7, 644,000 shares. People are selling for no good reason, but some are selling. ATIP at 785. It's up 13 cents. Volume of 334,000. We've got AMC now down 263 on a volume of 42 million. That's near the low of the day right now. Gores at 1408, volume of 235,000 now. 1412 up again on Gores. 23andMe at 905 down 15 cents on 435,000. This is quickly becoming the low territory, but I don't know if this got any oomph to it or not. Fifth Wall volume 11,600 shares. Just nothing today on Fifth Wall. VACQ up 15 cents on a volume of 288,000. Quiet. That's what we got here. 1594, 1596 on SoFi. Right now, the Dow down 24 points. All right. Uncle Bruce, January calls for SVAC with a $17.50 strike. Too high a strike. SVAC. Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't go that high up. I try to get close as you can to the money. Call volume starting to gain movement on ME and VACQ. Gain in momentum. My 12 and a half January on SVAC have been static. That or tens is what I'd go for. Let's see. I got an email yesterday from SoFi. I took a survey for APP, for the AP follow-up email asking if a rep can call to talk about how they can improve the SoFi experience. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, these guys are going after customers and they want to hang on to them. They're not interested in just numbers. They're interested in quality customers. I like this. Uncle Bruce, with ATIP being such a laggard as of late, will their financial report even do anything to raise the price? If nobody knows about them, what will that report move upwards? Well, it depends, because if the report comes out and they're now talking about the fact they're public and how many centers they have, how many centers they're building, what their numbers are, what their expected numbers are, it could be that a bunch of stock analysts start to follow the stock awareness, and all of a sudden you will begin to see stock analysts recommending the stock, talking about this company's potential. $8, $9, $10 a share is right around the corner. And who knows? Let's see what happens. AB, for the love of God, tell them to add options would switch from Robinhood in a hot minute. There you go. Millions more would too, laughing out loud. $15.97 now, $15.98 on SoFi right at the moment. All right. All kinds of comments going through. Fabulous. We've got the Dow down 38 right now. Can't get over the hump at this point. Still up 3 on the S&P and up 47 on NASDAQ. So we still got gains over there. $15.98 on SoFi, down 58 cents. Poised for a breakout at any time. GameStop down 706 to 178.75. The low of the day on GameStop has been 178.09. So it's just off the low of the day. ATIP at 786, up 14 cents, poised for a breakout there. AMC down 270 to 38.08. Gore's up 38 cents to 14.10. 14.10 on Gore's on 259,000 shares. Looking better. SoFi 15.97, coming back to $16 here. What can I say? Yeah. Okay, the Dow down 33. Everyone else is up. Oil is up 19 cents right now. All right. I'm taking a $50,000 home equity loan out to buy VACQ. Get the money next week. Let's go to space. How about that? Here in Chicago, there are ATIPs popping up everywhere. Many still under construction. Interesting. Love that town. I like to hear that. That I like to hear a lot. That is a sign to me. They're going to probably talk about that in their conference call Monday morning when they do their financial report. This is the kind of stock I want stock analysts to pick up on. This is great. If anyone else out there, if any of you out there are aware of ATIPs in your area and you see new ones opening up, let me know. I'd love to know that. I got a call from SoFi yesterday. They said, Mr. T, we have been calling you for quite some time now to urgently discuss the status of your car's extended warranty. I told him to call Bruce. He'll take care of it. Pete, the rocket from the other day will be the second stage of the big one, says Pete. Can't believe you're still in Robinhood, AB. I hope you can move to SoFi soon. Let's see, Rob. SoFi should up options and offer a transfer bonus coming from a different broker. Maybe do it around Robinhood IPO. AB, Chicago. Yeah, there's 3 ATIPs near me, big all over here. The only thing that worries me is the Midwest is lagging in COVID vaccinations and could hurt biz if more lockdowns are forced. ATIP better do something by November. There we go. We're at 786 on ATIP, 1596, 92, 96 on SoFi. Down only 680 now on GameStop. We seem to be a little better right now. Gore's at 1410, going to be Matterport tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day we turn into Matterport. All right, Uncle Bruce Pie in the Sky asks, SoFi is public and rolling, and Robinhood, we're in it for the little guy. What a joke. In 10 years, who's still around and who's the BMOC? Again, the Robinhood is not a bank. Robinhood is just a platform trading service. a one-trick pony. They've got limited upside. Really, I just wouldn't touch the stock. I'm Bruce. Hi, Bruce. I'm watching you in the bath. Henning saying hello there, Auntie. Yes, Rob. She's saying. Welcome all. 1595, 1597 on SoFi. So SoFi has all these divisions. Plus, they're getting a bank charter. I mean, no comparison. You can't compare the two. SoFi is so diversified and will be so much larger than Robinhood. I really wonder why anyone is taken in public. I really don't get it. I would have thought Robinhood would have done a SPAC. I would have thought Robinhood would have found a SPAC with 500, 600, 700 million in it, and then done a pipe financing for $1 billion or $1.5 billion and go public that way. But they're doing this IPO. I'm amazed that they can actually pull this off. Non-fungible token. Square taking a big shot at SoFi with their latest offerings, announced a small business suite of accounts. Very convenient. I contacted SoFi and they did not have the ability to accept payments. Hurry up. AB, I think the magic number on fully vaccination is 70% for most of the U.S., hovering around 50. Mr. T. Bruce, I'm watching you in the shower. Keep having to change devices due to water damage. Kev, I use Fidelity Active Trader Pro and eTrade Pro. Open SoFi account to check it out and looking forward to walking into their physical bank location here in Sacramento. Rob, yeah, my thoughts exactly. Zap them as they IPO. So obvious, our Robinhood added IPO access so they could lure their own customers into their IPO launch. You'd think the SEC would have something to say. Oh, but no, they're asleep. 1594, 1593, 1595 on SoFi right now. GameStop down 789. ATIP up 17 to 789. I think that's near the high of the day for ATIP. I believe it is right up there, 360,000 near the high of the day. AMC still down 291. Gore's at 14, holding 14, up 28 cents right now. At 23andMe, only down 4 cents again. 916 seems to be coming on. The SEC might have something to say in 10 years. Give them time. They're busy right now. 1585 on SoFi. We're coming back down to try to hit a new low. 1585, the low of the day, 1580. 1587 right now. Let's see how powerful this sell wave is. Again, this is not natural selling. Sellers do not hit bids when they're at the low of the day. You don't do that. As sellers who know what they're doing offer stock, they don't hit bids. 1589 last trade on 7.9 million shares right now traded. That's what we got. 1589 at the moment. What can I tell you? The Dow's down 29 as well. 1590 right now in SoFi. 10 cents above its low of the day. When and how will it run? I don't know. When does the selling, get wiped out? I don't know. So I'm here. Let's see what's going on. Yep, here we go. Gotcha. No comparison. SoFi shares will buy me my dream home someday, and I'll map it with Matterport cameras. Now you're talking. 1589 on SoFi. Definitely starting to lose faith in ATIP. Seems a lot of these medical clinics facilities have gone public lately are doing poorly. I would not be losing faith here. 797 up a quarter, just popped again on ATIP. Earnings come out Monday morning. The stock has taken a shot right now. Just popped up to 797. ATIP. This is the chart. This is the intraday chart on ATIP. Look at what it's doing. Just taking a little pop here. Something's up. 300. I think it's the financials coming up Monday morning pre-market. We're up 25 cents on your ATIP. Hang in there. Just hang in there. 1591 on SoFi. Coming back on again. Interesting here. And 13.99 on Gores right now. We're only down to nickel on 23andMe. We're down 4 cents on Fifth Wall. 23 cent gain on Vector Acquisitions. 10.98. IBM down 56 cents. Let's see. 15.90 to 93 on SoFi. ATIP. I get the sense it's going over 8 today. It's going to go higher. That'd be fine by me. Today, tomorrow, and then Monday morning numbers come out. Something's clicking. Something's clicking at ATIP. 792 up 20 cents now. Yeah, something's happening here. We'll watch this. 392,000 shares on ATIP. All right. Hey, Bruce. November $5 calls for 285. What do you think? $5 call for yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Pick that up. Yeah, absolutely. And as of 6 hours ago, close to 70% of adult population in the United States have received at least one dose. That's good news. Yeah, Canada is at 79 or something like that. And yeah, I'm glad to hear this. 1588 on SoFi, 1589 right now. ATIP 795 up 23 cents. Oh boy, watching here. I wrote and sold those puts on SoFi. Way to go. I wrote those puts on SoFi. Beautiful job. 1589 to 90 right now on SoFi. They ain't. Mr. Seneca, you got to be patient. Pretty sure short bears are targeting Uncle Bruce's picks to dunk on apes and bagel family. ATIP serves on a growing market. They can execute. They have a bright future. ATIP 794 up 22 cents today. That's where we're at right now. Let's see. Might not be much volume on those $5 calls, though. See if you can beat the odds to a worth the bet. Again, 750s and 10s might be the better buy just because. But anyway, Uncle Bruce low-key flexing Canada's vaccination rates. ATIP is already at half of their daily volume attained in just the first hour and 45 minutes. I guess they got the message. The earnings are coming out Monday morning, pre-market. I think there's speculation coming out. There'll be a bunch of it today and tomorrow. This could be $8.59 by tomorrow afternoon. Do not be surprised. To the nervous ATIP investors in here, relax. You'll be fine. If you believe in the stock when you bought it and nothing has changed, why would you sell? Exactly. With the earnings coming out, reports, the stock's going higher. Going higher. Oh, my. Okay. 1589 on SoFi. Let's go. Let's run. Rock and roll. I want to rock. Come on, I want to rock. Oh, my goodness gracious me, kids. We're going to have fun here. Again, if any of you want to join me tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or Sunday for the live class, let me know. Send me an email. Say, hey, Bruce, I want in. Send me an invite, please. We'll get you an invite. Jen and I will make sure you get an invitation so you can join us. We would love to have you. We're going to have some fun there. Thank you, all of you who have become members of this channel. Those of you who are becoming subscribers of this channel, thank you as well. We love you all for this. We are noticing our sub counts are kind of hanging around 96,000 or so. Thank you, everybody. We have 705 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody, for that. Beautiful. 1585 again on SoFi, coming down for another dip. They're trying to break this market under 1580. They're trying to get a new low. 1585.86 right now is the last price. Volume 8.15 million in not even 2 hours. We got volume here. 1573. They crapped it. They completely crashed the market. 1575. They have absolutely dumped stock onto this market in a hurry to make it look terrible. 1575. The low trade here is 1571. It's now 1578. They've dropped it by another 9 cents. Finally, after like an hour and a half of trying, they got the stock to take another drop. A bunch of you must have got some fills because I had a suspicion a bunch of you are trying to pick this stuff up here on the cheap. ATIP, by the way, 795 up 23 cents. 1578.79 right now is the last trade. Volume on SoFi, 8.43 million. So a seller came in with a purposeful intent to drop the market. Got it down to 1571. It's now 1579. No, it's already bounced back. Let's see. Joe, Uncle Bruce, you were averaging around 30 new members per day over the last few days. Hope you're concerned about the decline. I'm not too worried. Kev, can we give SoFi a dose or two of that vaccine? Just a sting alone might wake it up. 1578 right now on SoFi. Volume now, 8.47 million has traded, and it's not even an hour and a half. That's where we're at, 1571, the low. Wow. ATIP just went up another penny, 796 now. Penny off the high of the day, 439,000 shares. It's moving higher. If it can break through 8, there might be a gap on this thing. Let's see. AB, laughing out loud. Joe, that troll disappeared by the RCMP. He's gone. 1581 on SoFi. The low, 1571, now 1582. 1583 coming on again. Volume now 8.64 million and climbing. 1582.83 is the last trade on SoFi. Okay, lots going on here. Multi stocks moving at the same time. Trying to stay on top of all this stuff. Let's see. Any more comments? I think we're up to speed here. 1583 now on your SoFi, down 73 cents. GameStop down 915 at 176.81. Anyone who wrote 170 calls might be in a position to look like they might be getting their calls back at what they sold them for. Anyone out there? You know who you are. Stocks coming back to you. ATIP 797 up another one. It's the high of the day here on ATIP. We just touched $7.99. We're about to go for $8 on ATIP, up a quarter. 1583 now on SoFi, up 12 cents from the low of the day 3 minutes ago. Watching a couple of things simultaneously here, all happening here. 13-point drop on the Dow coming on again for another pop at breaking even. We keep getting this. Anyway, there it is. Sorry, Uncle Bruce. I meant to say I hope you're not too concerned. I'm not. AB, those ATIP $10 November calls taking a bit of a 10-cent shot. Well, the stock is $7.97 now. There's an indication, there's an inkling here. Maybe ATIP might break out over 8. We could see a 20, 30-cent pop from there without any difficulty. There's probably nothing for sale past 801. Let's see what it does. 1588 on SoFi, 17-cent gain since the drop 5 minutes ago. 1587, it's coming on again. Interesting how this market is really turning it over. 13.99 on Gore. It's going back to 14 again. Man, oh man, 15.89 now on SoFi. Yep, 15.89 SoFi right now, folks. Let's see what happens. Key Lane. Remember, it was just afternoon when SoFi took off yesterday, right after the hedgies go to lunch. 15.89 right now on SoFi. $7.99 ATIP. $7.99. We're going for $8 on ATIP now. 453,000 shares. No volume. This is light. And it's moving up 27 cents. That's a good sign, kids. Nate scooped up ATIP this morning at 7.76. I couldn't be happier with the timing. Thank you, Uncle B. Beautiful. 1 p.m. bounce right now. Get Uncle Bruce. 275 more likes if you can. 15.90 on your SoFi now. 1591 coming higher. Thank you for 726 thumbs ups, everybody. Appreciate this so much. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. We might have the best day in a week or two. This is great. I put in a call to sell 85 call on AMC for the year, out for 1,400, divided up between SoFi, MME, Apple calls. See what happens. Laugh out loud. New investor here. So I put in a call to sell an 85 call on AMC. So were you able to do that? Did you do it? And then you took that money and did it? Way to go. That's good. 1 p.m. bounces, Jennifer, AB, Uncle Bruce, 274 likes if you can. Christopher, there it is. Kev, nice work. Nate, laughing aloud. Gore sure is erratic this morning. 13.95 right now. It's all over the place. 15.86 on SoFi. ATIP, $8. Your ATIP is trading at 8 just a moment ago. First time in a while, we got an $8 trade on ATIP. Welcome back from like 3-4 days ago. Now we want to run to $8.50 to $9. Let's go, babies. Yeah, what can I tell you? 1587 on SoFi. The Dow down only 455 again, 4.55 on the Dow. It's coming on. Will it break the number or not? Will it go positive? Yes, 100 more shares at 1575. Come on, baby. Daddy needs to buy his house outright. 1570. Nice purchase. Nice purchase. What can I say? Hello, Jen. Welcome back. 1582.83, 1581, 82.83 now on SoFi. Jumping about. What can I say? GameStop down 924 to 176. 57. ATIP 7.99 to $8. AMC 37.30. I bought 10 more ATIP $10 contracts, averaging way down. Yes, with my newborn son, Kato, I told my DR doctor all I see is red. All he wanted to give me was pills. I can't wait to sell calls on SoFi and Matterport and buy in-the-money calls as a regular thing. Waiting pays off, folks. Hard to do down weeks and months, but it can be done, and it pays off. 1585 on SoFi. Low of the day, 1571. Watching this market, we got things happening at all kinds of levels. The Dow just dropped down 23 points. There you go. It just cannot get to the profit line. There's a program selling coming in on the Dow every time it approaches its break even. The S&P and NASDAQ staying positive, but the Dow keeps getting whacked. 1589 on SoFi right now. 1590 on SoFi. ATIP 801 right through $8 like a hot knife through soft butter at 801 on your ATIP, folks. How about that? A boot. That's not how you say it, Bruce. Yes, more clearly, I sold a long call on AMC for $1,400. Still deciding what to do with it. Now you're talking. Good job. Can you pick up the pills at the ATIP? John Van, 801, high of the day on ATIP. Wowee, holy moly, macaroni. We're looking good here. John Van, breaking news, ATIP using bagels to rehab hungry patients. I'm just joking. Can you pay for the pills with your SoFi credit card? You're welcome, by the way. AB saying, just want to say that again. There you go. 1592 on SoFi. $8 on ATIP, trading at 801 for the high here. Great, up 28.29 cents today. AMC down 335, 346. Gore's at 1390. Interesting. The only green stocks I have on my first six, ATIP and Gore's. They're the only greenies. ME down a dime. SoFi at 1590, down 65 cents. So we're just kind of watching this. Let's see what happens. Let's see. What can I say here? Damage NDPC. I'm not sure, but after three of them, I'm walking around singing like Ethel Merman. 1588 on SoFi. The Dow down 12. Just popped back 10 points. Came back. What can I say? What can we do here? My son just got a look at his residence in September at his new university online through Matterport. Interesting. Fifth wall just spiked. Can you let me know what caused that? It's up a nickel. No idea. Carlos, Bruce, can we get a day when you explain the stock market in the Queen's English or even Old English? I might spice things up. Nate, new member. Welcome, Nate. Kev Lane, wow, AMC getting crushed, 37.34. Publix just ran out of my fave multi-grain bagels. Says the manufacturer isn't making them right now. Why the face? What? Drew, welcome, Nate. Just another Patriot, 409. Sierra Madre, right on. Nate, long-time lurker making gains. Time to join up. Right on. Damn it, Jim, nice stock. What can I say? Let's see. What else is happening? 1589 on SoFi. Dow down 28 again. Just can't catch a break. 1590 on SoFi. 804 on ATIP. 804, high of the day. 494,000 volume. No volume, but it's up 32 cents. Nice. Earnings come out Monday morning pre-market. This stock is moving up in anticipation of those numbers. Very good. Gore's up 22 cents, 13.94. Okay, John Van, 804. Woo-wee. You know what? It's ANTPCs. You see, Bruce, you got me addicted to these damn freaking bagels. It's all your fault. See? Oh, man. Tell me when it's $13, says Rob. Tell me. Oh, man. 1586 on SoFi. Volume now on SoFi for the day is 9.12 million. Yeah, that's in just about 2 hours. Not bad. GameStop is down 948. ATIP 804, up 32 cents. High of the day 804. It's right there. 496,000 shares. Looking good. Looking good. You know what, Bruce? I think we need a Why the Face Uncle Bruce t-shirt on Redbubble. Hint, hint, Jen Jr. Hint, hint. 1587 now on SoFi. Yep, there you go. 806 on ATIP, up another 2. 806, high of the day. All right. got me holding the shaft here. 806. That's right. 806 on ATIP going higher. Maybe your options might be moving up a little bit. Your 750s, your 10s, your 1250s, they might just be recovering a bit here. Good stuff. Glad to see the movement here. Let's go. What can I say? Welcome, everybody. Welcome one, welcome all. 500,000 volume on ATIP, 806. It's helping. The volume is helping for sure. It needs more, but it might get more. Might be some serious volume coming into the stock. Bad kids in here, says anti-PC. 1585 on SoFi. Dow down 46. Just took a dump. Got almost to even a couple of times. Then it took a dump again. 1587 now. 1588 on SoFi. Fantastic. 806 on ATIP. Up 34 cents. This is the high of the day right now. 806. 502,000. So it's jumping now. 802, 806. Okay. I'm going to pack it in here. The 3 hours is come and gone. It's fun when it does this. We'll be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll keep an eye on this market. Again, if you want to join me for live classes, send me an email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Let me know you want a Saturday or Sunday class. We'll get you a reservation. In the meantime, keep your eye on this market's 1592 now on SoFi. Let's see if they have an upsurge here. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. And have a wonderful afternoon, everybody. We'll catch you at 3 this afternoon and see where this market will take us. Higher is where we want to be and where we want to go and where we deserve to be. So let's see what it does. We'll see you all later. Thank you so much, everybody. Later all, and thank you. Okay, guys. Bye for now.